of the underground. Make madness your ritual.
What's going down? It is Friday. It is time for the Ritual Madness podcast. Do me a favor, check out Lowbrow Saints Tattoo Collective. If you're looking to get some tattoo work done, we just happen to have the owner.
Craig Rosensbeard says, awesome tune.
Oh, hey, thanks, man. I appreciate it. We got the speak and spell in here now. They can talk to us, and we can actually hear them this time. So
that's awesome.
We'll be mid-conversation, and it'll go, and you'll just stop, like, what you're saying, and it'll do it.
So try not to get aroused by it?
Yeah, not to get aroused. Thank you, Craig, for joining us. Do me a favor, check out Lowbrow Saints Tattoo Collective, 612-353-4755, or lowbrowsaints@gmail. We could get into it more because Jason's here with me right now, so the guy who owns the joint. Do me a favor, hey, check this out. If you get in any trouble and you're looking to get out of jail, anytime, bail bonds, anytime, any bail, anytime, Angela, give Angela a call, 612-987-0600. Call collect 612 want out. Give them a call. Get out of jail, not free, but you know what I mean. Get out of jail with a little help from your friend over there.
Yeah,
you know it's the best way to get out, right? Just get out. Call Matt. Collect.
You can call me. I probably won't help you, but you can call me.
Really?
Yep.
Me or just anybody?
Anyone can call me. Everyone can call.
Wow,
I
dude.
know.
You're just gonna get like
I just said that.
bombarded on fucking Facebook, fucking
go ahead.
phone tag. You know what I'm saying?
More the merrier.
What's good with you boys, man? It's been a while. I think what was like 2 years ago or something we did
it wasn't
this.
that long ago, was it?
I don't know.
I think it was
Like a year.
pre-COVID, wasn't it?
No.
Or was
It was after COVID.
Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Whatever.
I don't even.
It all feels like yesterday anyway. So
Yesterday,
It's like, I think it was last spring.
Alaska.
Alaskan spring.
Alaskan Spring. That's when it was.
That's like a thing, is it? Does
Lots of bears out there.
look
Look at that one.
What are you talking about, man? So what's good with you guys, man? What's new in your life? How's the tattoo shop going? How's
It's going, man.
how's life? How's things?
Good.
Tattoo shop is tattoo shop. You know, work.
Yeah.
Go home. Hang out with the dogs.
Yeah.
Yep.
Get tattooed by him. That's what I do.
Yeah. Go over there and
He comes in and gets new ink, fresh, delicious.
Fresh,
In
delicious.
weird
ink.
places, not in those places.
Tantalizing places.
Yep. Tantalizing.
Tantalizing.
And hinges and pits of stuff. It's fun. Yeah, it's fun.
What's the last tattoo you got?
Kneecap?
Your kneecap?
Yeah.
What was it? A giant
Hourglass.
Hourglass?
Yeah, the hourglass.
I think you showed it to me.
I think I did too. But I think it was. I told
When
you.
you guys were
or showed-
showering?
Yeah, while we were
in the
Hey,
parking
look
lot.
at this.
He was putting ointment on with a dirty sock. It was awesome. And he just happened to go right by the tattoo, and he was like, "That's so awesome. Where did you get that?" And I said, "Lowbrow Saints." So weird that you brought that up.
Yeah. It kind of all played together. You know what I'm saying?
It wasn't awkward. It was at first, but you know what?
Too much foam.
Too much ointment.
Salve.
Ointment. Yes. Jamie went down. We came down and she got tattooed, and she really liked the fake skin thingamajigger over there. She was happy about
It
that.
works.
Yeah.
Yeah, she need to come in for a touch up, darken it up.
No, I don't think so.
Oh, good.
Not yet, anyway.
All right, cool.
You know, so the
It is
sun
kind of
and-
weird though.
Which
Especially
part?
if your tattoo leaks or bleeds, then you get this weird balloon thing going on in there.
Yeah.
Well, that's
And
what
then it looks
happens,
weird,
though.
and then
and then it reabsorbs it.
Yep.
And you're like, ooh.
I am a dirty bitch. I just absorbed all that dirty
all those
water in my knee.
juices.
Yeah.
Did you have one of those on your
did. It was on
kneecap?
my knee, but-
How was that when you're walking? Did it feel weird?
Actually, it's pretty cool because the when he did the outline, like I think it was not even a week, and
There wasn't anything, yeah.
Yeah, it already healed over. So.
Damn.
It's different.
Yeah, when are you going to come in?
I don't know. I did come in with Jamie.
I know, but you didn't get anything.
I know.
Yeah.
I was gonna
Was it
I was gonna
after?
give you that
So by
dick butt with the
proxy?
big dick broom on it.
Dude, I want a taco with a bandolero, and
Dude, I got you.
I want a taco.
Somebody
need
says
a taco.
taco to me,
Yeah.
tacos are my life.
I need a taco. I think it's like it's
seen my taco.
mandatory.
We should taco about it.
We've seen lots of tacos
For
in our day,
sure,
so we
dude.
should all
think we
have
should-
tacos.
This is right. Tacos and titties. Can I get one with titties? Tacos with titties?
Oh, dude, you're talking my language. We'll double down on it.
Damn, dude.
I want
It'll look like
I want
Mr.
mine with
Peanut,
beans.
but
I
different.
want to put my sour cream on it. You know what I'm saying?
Show your
got weird.
chalupa.
This got really weird.
It did kind of, didn't it?
Beans on my taco. two beans.
He's all like,
Yeah.
¿por qué?
¿Por qué?
Longue mis aguacates.
Ridiculous. So I wanted to say what's happening, and I also wanted to say our first song that we came into with was "Glutton for Punishment," Nanite infused Death Machine. I got a chance to see them at the Slam Dakota Fest last weekend, and with their new singer. Well, he wasn't their new singer at the time when I saw them. He was just filling in for him, and I wanted to give a fucking tip to the hat to Al Town for doing his deed in Glutton for Punishment. And he did sing on this nanite infused Death Machine. Fantastic vocalist that's been around for a long time, jamming in bands. It still has
staple.
Yeah, staple for sure. Apothic is one of his other bands, and Krog. No, not a Krog. Mastiff is what it was. Yeah. Well, there's so many of them bands that are all like supergroup type of cats where they're multiple members and different.
Yeah, I noticed that years ago, like with drummers, they'd be in like 7 different fucking bands.
Yeah, that's still that way because the rhythm section is just there's not a lot of people
Bass
doing
players
it.
and
Yeah.
for sure.
Oh,
You said flakes?
No, I didn't say that.
Oh,
What
okay.
did I say? I said we're flakes. Big time.
I don't know about that, but
No, these guys are
really?
fucking like they never stop.
But Glutton for Punishment has been a band that's like interchanged members a whole bunch and has gotten better with each interchange, I feel. And Al added a whole bunch and was on a couple of different CDs with those guys. And their new vocalist is Eric Kais, who does Kais Fitness. He's a fitness coach, and he's been in a shit ton of bands too, Etheric and Climactic and Body Beneath, I think. Something like that. Anyway,
About Etheric,
yeah, Eric is a fantastic vocalist. Little guy with a huge voice. Huge voice. You know what I'm saying?
big heart.
Yeah.
Girthy voice.
Girthy voice, definitely.
girthish.
So kudos
The
to him.
cloth says. Slam Dakota /M/.
Oh, that's the hand. Cloth, nice to meet you, dude. It was great to see you, dude. Thanks for always coming on and enjoying the show and commenting and stuff. I appreciate it very much. So like random people, you know what I mean? Like a guy that's hurt. It's kind of funny. You meet someone in person that you never have before, right? And they know other people in the scene in your state that, you know what I mean, that have podcasts and shit. It's just kind of funny because it was like, yeah, Jared this and, you know, Andy that. And it's just kind of like, oh, shit, you do know these guys. Like, you've been watching it. And we're talking about things, and he's, yeah, dude, I watch. You know, like I've heard that one before. I know what you're talking about. I watch. So I appreciate you, man. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. And let me see here. Slam Dakota Fest was fantastic again this year. Little lower on the attendance. They did have some rain just on the Saturday. I think it rained for like 2 hours outside and ruined some equipment and lots of people. It was fun.
That's all it takes. So.
Yeah.
I mean, really.
They didn't have a cover on the outside stage because I didn't think they were actually going to. It said in the forecast they were supposed to get clouds, no rain, and fucking sprinkle just came down.
I mean, when you're working lines and stuff like that, you always have tarps and shit. Though usually, I mean,
they did have a lot of shit covered.
Yeah.
But it was like
backline.
It started real light, and then everybody was kind of like moving towards thing and kind of pulling things over. And then it would just bam, it hit.
Yeah.
You know. A lot of people running for the hills and trying to get everything inside before it got soaked, and only one band suffered casualties from that whole deal. So that
No
was
lightning strikes. No lightning strikes.
no lightning
Bonus.
strikes. Yeah, for sure.
I mean, think about it.
Yeah,
Just saying.
Is it a big show?
it is usually. It's two stages. They have inside and out at Biggs Bar in South Dakota. They've been doing a lot of stuff. So a lot of like, I don't know, mid-level shit that we get here at Skyway or First Avenue, they get at Biggs Bar.
Oh, nice.
And Les Watson, I had her on the podcast talking about the show, and she's been booking a lot of shows. She's a bartender there, but she books cool shit there too. So they've got all kinds of stuff coming in and out of Biggs. It's
Is that where you went and saw the?
Acid tribute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet.
I actually got to talk to those guys. I didn't realize that the guitar players for that band, one plays guitar in Anger Rot, and the other one plays bass. And I saw their real band, Anger Rot, and they were fucking amazing. You would really dug them. They were like kind of they were like Black and Death. They were heavy as shit, but their aesthetic, when you look at it, was all satanic. You know what I'm saying? Just like evil, and it was heavy. They had like cool outfits on. You know what I mean? Everything was just evil looking when you watched it. I dug it a lot.
I like that too.
You know, in a small club, it's that much cooler. You know.
Oh yeah.
And then I got to talking to the guy, and I'm like, "Hey, I know you're a guitar player from the Acid Bat Tribute Band." And he goes, "Oh, I play guitar on the other side." And I was like, "I didn't even realize it." And then we got talking about the whole Acid Bat thing, and those guys have had some experiences. Like they've hung out with Agents of Oblivion when they played, but they didn't play up here. They played in South Dakota. They have some connection there. I'm not sure exactly what it is, but
and some of those guys aren't even from South Dakota, are they?
no.
Yeah.
No.
They're
So it's like
they're from like South, aren't they?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's just kind of a trip that they, you know what I mean? Like these cats that had like, yeah, we had a party and Acid Bath was playing acoustically in the house with us. You know what I mean? That kind of trippy shit, you know?
Yeah.
And just a ton of history of old shit. I had 3 different people telling me Acid Bath stories that weekend. You know what I mean?
That singer was seen pretty young though.
What's
like
that?
the videos I've seen him.
Dax?
No, not Dax.
The singer for the tribute
one
band.
of the tribute bands. There was one singer. He had the glasses and everything.
Oh, yeah.
You seem pretty young.
No,
He
I don't.
sounded good,
I don't
though.
think so.
It could have just been what I saw.
Right.
Yeah.
Which one? I
'Cause we're
don't
old as
remember
shit.
which one it was.
And everyone
We're
looks
older
young.
than dirt. Yeah, everything looks young to me. So.
Yeah, I can't remember which band it was, but yeah,
It sounded good though.
Dude,
I mean, it
they
sounded
both
amazing, yeah.
sounded really good,
Yeah.
really good. There are people on those videos. The one video I took,
Yeah.
they're like, that dude just ruined the song and blah blah blah. I was like, fuck you. How are you gonna like duplicate?
Dude, there's
Dax's
always
voice?
those cats, dude. They're like,
Yeah.
you see what happened
You're
was.
purist and shit. You know, I know better
Yeah,
than
I
everyone.
was there when they first formed.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
It was in my basement, and they were like acid braff.
Yeah, and I said I'm gonna go take a bath, and they were like, "There it is."
Dude, are you serious right now?
Yeah. And I said I'm gonna go play with my Agent of Oblivion, and they were like, "Oh, there's the
dude.
next name of the band."
We can't use that. We can't use that. We can put it in the song, though. Yeah. Agents of Oblivion descend upon the scene.
So
I'm
is
gonna
it
go to
just-
the bathroom and go down the wormhole.
Yeah. there you
Oh,
go.
there's a song. There's a song.
It's a whole nother band too.
So is it
Yeah.
like bands from like just the Midwest, or is it like bands from all over the place play this?
Slam Dakota. Yeah, it's from all over the United States. I went there 3 years ago, well, during COVID.
Yeah.
You know, South Dakota didn't shut down. I think 15 people got sick from that festival.
1,500. I'm just joking.
A lot. There's a
That's what
lot
I'm
of people
saying,
there. Yeah, there's the statistic would have been.
How many
the
people
percentage would have been.
got chlamydia that weekend? Probably more than people got COVID.
That's
I
just from
bet.
handies.
Maybe. You know what?
That's
Maybe.
chafing.
It's a death metal show, though. You know what I mean? There's hardly any
chafing.
chicks there.
There's a death metal show. There's lots of chafing that.
Yeah.
Lots of chafing.
Oh, tons.
Except for that one German dude. Did you see that video where he's just like rock out the amphitheater, no pants on? He's just got one of them like fucking joints covering his junk. And
Just
all you
a
see is
loincloth?
And he's rocking, dude.
Yeah.
He's like just sitting there thrusting. His boys look back at him. He's like, yeah. He's just rocking.
Yeah.
I'll play the video for you when we're done.
Wow.
It's fucking hilarious, dude.
I have got to say, I just saw one of the best Danzig videos ever made on the planet. It was
It's not from one of his movies, is
no.
it?
I'm
Okay.
just saying it.
Dude, have you seen those movies?
No.
Oh my god, dude.
Oh, I wish I could just fucking
There's like it's a vampire goth porn western.
get out of here.
Fucking-
Porn western. So they do they
It's
actually
all porn stars and shit doing the.
do
fucking
they
movie.
actually show any?
You gotta watch it.
Penetration?
watch it.
Is there penetration? Is
You
all
gotta
I want.
watch it. Yeah.
The only way I'm watching it is there's penetration.
Danzig.
Digits.
No, I don't care about him. He's a fucking prick.
Just watch it.
I deleted all my shit of Danzig off my list because of that shit he did. That shit's awesome. Yeah, it's like a slow kid singing shit. That's fantastic. These are the cats
Wrong
that
stuff.
Yeah, these are the cats that will get in trouble. Just
Yeah, just
Yeah, but the
sitting
bad
here.
part
Be
is
real.
we'll go on a tangent and we will know what we're talking about. And
Yeah, we're
No
still
one
talking
will
about
be
another
wrong.
person will know
we're
what
still talking about like Al and stuff like that from in the scene, and then we just tangent over here.
yeah, it just happens.
It's all right.
It happens. It's just the way it is. Man.
I guess I was just more curious about the Slam Dakota, if it's more like a
Slap Dakota.
Midwestern thing or if it's national.
National and they're heavy as fuck. Every band is blast beats and gurgles. You know what I mean?
Gurgle Spits.
They had
Blast Beats and
a band
Gurgle
called
Spits.
Troglodyte last year that had fucking. They were awesome. They were
I used to
fucking
call
really
people
fun.
that. Like,
What was it?
Troglodyte.
Troglodyte?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the name of the band?
Name of the band. Yep.
dope.
Yeah,
Really?
and most of the songs are about Bigfoot.
Are they really?
Yeah, dude.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
Have you
it's
seen
super
seen Gnome? The band.
Dude, I
Gnome?
love them.
No,
dude.
I haven't.
They're like
dude. You gotta check
German
them
or
out.
something, right?
No, they're from Wisconsin.
What?
Are you sure?
Pretty sure they're from
You
Wisconsin. dude.
think they're
No.
I think they're from Germany.
All
'cause
right. Well, all I'm saying is
Nomesis, I think, is their.
no. It's Gnome.
No. The album.
I'm mad at you.
Are they? Do they all look like gnomes?
They have the red hats on.
Yep.
No. Gnome way.
Gnome for
right
real.
here. I listened to them.
Nobody's gonna tell me
Gnome
different.
band tour. Gnome band tour.
Yeah.
Are they from Germany?
Gnome
Yeah,
concert.
they are.
Where does it say they're from Germany?
The video says it.
Says that they're from Germany.
You're lying.
You know what it
dude.
says? It says "Ja."
Antwerp.
There you go, Belgium.
Antwerp is a small city outside of Milwaukee.
Antwerp, Wisconsin.
Antwerp, Wisconsin. You ain't never heard of Antwerp, Wisconsin? You ain't shit.
No.
Everybody heard of Antwerp, Wisconsin. You're over here fucking around like you know everything.
Is that like the?
You don't know shit about Antwerp.
Is that like?
It's
Is
right
that?
outside of Milwaukee.
Antwerp's
I'm
isn't
sorry, you're
Antwerp
correct.
Belgium?
It's,
Isn't that
It's
the
like-
diamond capital of the world? That's where Antwerp is.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
the
yeah.
diamond capital of
is.
the world, man.
Isn't it
Craig
like?
Rosensbeard says, I'm from Germany.
I doubt it. Craig Rosen, you're not from Germany.
his beard
You
is from
lied.
His
Germany.
beard is
It
from
is.
He's
Germany.
not.
Dude, his beard's fucking.
Das
massive.
Merken, ja.
Ah,
Did you say Das Merken? Oh, Jesus Christ.
Don't you want to touch my beard?
it's fun time for you.
Spank it, yeah.
Actually, and you're
Oh,
right.
the Fraus touch my
They're
beard.
they're a good band. They remind me of kind of a weird kind of Clutch.
Gnome?
Yeah.
So they're
a
kind of rock
heavy
and rolling?
groove. Yeah, they're
Yeah,
like
they're kind of heavy, but they're kind of parody, but not.
they're
Yeah, they're parody.
They're parody, but when you listen to them and watch what they played, they're actually pretty talented.
Yeah,
What
they
are,
play
wait,
some
wait,
pretty
what
Craig
is,
Rosensbeard says, American-made German design.
oh, I
Ah,
gotcha.
gotcha.
You're not from Germany.
Gotcha.
Just gonna put that out there.
So you're not from Germany.
Faux German.
I mean, you could say that you were.
he's not from. He's faux.
He's faux, yo. It's,
So
it's
it
good
says
stuff.
the artist, but it's not allowing me. Fuse error occurred.
What are you trying to see? Gnome again?
Yeah,
Gnome.
the gnome, or is it
Genome. Genome.
the gnome? No, it's
No,
just
it's just
gnome,
gnome.
right?
Look up Gnome Band.
I am gnome.
Can't remember the name of the damn song.
I don't know. I'm gonna find it though.
Thunder guitar, drums, and bass, and adventurous twist.
Gnome artist. Oh, not let me do it. Maybe I just don't know what I'm doing.
There they are. Gnome on Facebook.
Yeah, I seen that on Facebook, but I can't find them on fucking the streaming. The streaming
Streamers.
Oh, you can't. They're on.
All right, so
Craig Rosensbeard says,
Uh-oh.
Mo saying,
Mo saying?
what the fuck is he? No, I'm saying.
Oh, no. Know what I'm saying? We do. Now we do.
All right, so let me. We're gonna give this a shot. I'm just gonna turn this down, and I'm cracking wankers. We're gonna listen to that. Let's hear. Let's hear what it's got. Is that what this?
Ambrosius is the one you want to see.
Yes.
So it's kind of doomy, I suppose.
Oh,
huh?
yeah. But you got to listen to Ambrosius, too.
No, I don't need to do it.
Salad.
I know, I know you're not supposed to.
Ambrosia.
Yeah, I'm gonna get myself into trouble doing this. I think.
Salad.
All right, I need to hear the dude's voice though. King is the name of the album we're listening to right here.
Yeah,
The
it's like
song
doom
is
metal.
Crackin' Wanker.
Here it comes. Here it comes. Listen to that. It's got a gallop.
It's getting funny.
But I said it reminds me of Clutch.
It's got
Kinda.
a little bit of it without the bass. Here comes
There it goes. Is this gonna go
Like-
full rock and roll, dude?
It's a build-up.
I dig it.
It's good stuff.
It's fun.
It's bad
I
that
gotta
they-
hear the voice, dude. What if he comes in? Whoa!
Mother.
Here it comes. Come on.
It may not.
You picked the one musical.
Dude, there-
It's probably
so
it.
A lot of
Instrumental.
what they play is music.
Instrumental?
It's instruments, yeah. It's a three-piece.
That is a thing, isn't it?
Yeah, what did we used to have in town? Zebulon Pike.
Those guys are really
awesome.
good, man.
That's Fratsky, though.
Seen them a couple times at the Hex.
Well,
Yeah, this is
musically
the
is
musical.
amazing. All right, Ambrosia.
There you go.
Ambrosius.
This is the tune I found.
You've heard?
I found
Oh.
them. I found myself inside of this song.
Dude. Oh, there it was. There I am.
Oh, hey.
Here you are again.
Oh, there's my finger.
Talking shit.
Oh, shit. Damn, this might be my new jam, dude.
It is kind of us fat guy music.
Wow.
You can
Air
do this.
drumming.
You can do this shit to it.
Watch, ready?
See, it's there. It's there, though. It worked.
This is like the on the way to work.
I don't hear any vocals yet. Shh. Did you say shh?
You're ruining it.
Missed it.
Oh, shit. I mean, I like it. I dig it a lot. Oh. Does he sing in this? I'm still waiting.
I don't think this one he does.
All right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave that on reserve because I don't really know exactly.
It's interesting though.
Yeah.
But so you know you find bands like this where they play really good music and then they have kind of a kooky name. You don't know whether to take them serious or not.
Right.
And then they play something serious and you're like, okay, well, you should have. Can you do a different name? Just
Right.
seems kind of goofy that you were going to name it Gnome and you guys wear
Red hats, the
well,
pointy,
pointy
red hat,
hats.
dunce
yeah,
hats,
and
dunce caps with
I
the
get
ball
it.
on
It's a thing while you're playing.
What do you guys think about Baroness?
I love Baroness.
Do you? What do you think about Baroness?
I
Paul
don't.
Paul
I think
Bearer,
they're okay. I used to like. I don't know.
They're hit or miss,
There's never
right?
been a song that I've grasped.
That's true. But like for me, if I'm gonna go, like I'll listen to Paul Bearer before I listen to Baroness.
Yeah.
Because Paul Bearer is just a little more. I don't know.
Sure.
Just to me, doesn't following the same thing.
Yeah.
But I think they're great. I mean, musically and stuff. You know.
Yeah. Well, I had a friend of mine from work. He was like, you know, I really laugh. It's like one of my what do they say? Fucking my
Go to.
no, the fucking my what did they fucking say?
Jam.
No. Where they're like, it's my fucking secret Santa. No, I mean secret. You know what I mean? It's like they're
Secret guilt.
no, either guilty pleasure. That's what it
guilty
is.
pleasure,
Yeah, it's like I'm going. Well, what is it? And he's like, you got to listen to it. And I've heard the name a million
Is that like
times.
people
and
like
I'm
when
kinda
they say the Devin Townsend project and stuff?
I see. I'm not a fan. I just.
But if you listen,
I never fucking.
Adam
I've seen
CD
him live.
says,
I've seen him live a couple.
what about Beartooth?
Beartooth's pretty good.
Yeah.
I like that.
I've not heard that. I'll have to take a listen to that, Adam, for sure. But that was the thing with he's like, oh, it's my guilty pleasure, and I hate when people say that. It's because it's
like
like,
it or you don't.
motherfucker, you like it, don't you? Then
love
what
the
the
Bee
fuck is
Gees,
the
right?
guilt? What is I love the Bee Gees. I
what I'm saying.
really do.
That's not guilty at all.
Like their older shit's even still snappy.
Anything
You know what I'm saying?
anything that you like is not a guilty pleasure.
Yeah.
Unless it's like The Bachelor.
Right. Well, he was like, you know, dude, I fucking really like it. You know, you should check it out. He's like, musically, they're awesome, right? So I downloaded a few things, and I was like, oh, this is really cool. It's perfect driving music. To me, it's like Queens of the Stone Age. You know what I mean? Like it just
Stoner, you just play
just-
it.
That new album's killer too.
Really?
Yeah.
Queen of the
Check it
Stone
out.
Age
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Really?
Yeah, dude.
Damn, I have to check it
Dude,
out.
fucking the best lines, dude. Like Alibi Bye by the Slice. Oh. It's fucking like, oh.
Right.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a roughie.
Yeah. So the whole Baroness thing, I ended up liking them quite a bit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Have you given Ancients a chance yet?
Nope.
My God.
Dude.
Really?
It's
Yes.
like they're coming out with a new album, I think, this year.
Ancients.
Ancients with 2 eyes.
2 eyes, yep.
In it.
Okay.
Yeah, if you want to hear something, you put that shit.
Really?
And that
Some
stuff,
Ancients
yeah,
with
that
2
stuff's
eyes,
hard to
huh?
I'll tell you, the song you want to play is My Home, My Gallows.
Oh my God.
My hole is a gallows.
No,
My
yes.
home.
Your hole is gallowish.
Yep. Is
My
hole is a gallon, is what he said.
Ancients.
Yep. And it's going to be on the album Following the Voice.
2 eyes, huh?
Yep.
Double the eye.
And My Home, My Gallows.
Oh, you
is the
fucking.
song. Check it out.
Ancient.
It looks like this.
Ancients, right?
There it is. Yep.
what?
The album looks like this.
It's like that.
And
What
it's
is it called?
Voice of the Void.
Voice of the. Okay, we're gonna listen.
And
a
then
little bit of that.
My Home, My Gallows is the
my,
song.
my hole, my gallows.
My Gallows, yeah.
My gallows hole.
Mike Gallows.
Hey. My home, my gallows.
My Home.
My whole.
All right, it's like a 6-minute
It's a-
song. This is Ancients.
Yeah.
We're gonna take a little
His
peek of
vocals
this
are a
shit.
little, take a little getting used to, because they're kind of like, but there's heavy shit, and it's fucking sick. And they play live, and it's fucking amazing.
Just trying to remember who. There's a band that this reminds me of, but I can't think of it.
Like musically, or
This is like some axe swinging metal, like some I'm gonna go on adventure metal is what it is. Ready?
Yeah, you picture a bunch of like steeds. Riding.
It's not quite 3 inches of blood, but it's it's in there. It's in there.
I thought it was blood on the dance floor.
No,
No, not that one.
Oh, that's
Okay, sorry.
horrible.
Here's the drum. Hear that? It's about to happen.
So they're putting the saddles on right now. Is what you're saying?
And now they just hopped on. Ready? And the guy goes like this right now. He's like,
I can see that. Are they swinging axes yet?
Yeah,
nope,
fringes.
not yet. They're riding
Their
to it.
fringes are
They can see the
floating.
village on fire right now, but that's where they're going. And we don't know if they're about there to fuck it up or if they're going there to like.
Dude,
have a
you
good
just
time.
set the tone for that shit. It was
Ready?
like
Your head on a
D&D.
pike. Your head
They're
on
almost-
a pike.
they're-
Your head on a pike.
They're almost there though, and now they start to see people getting like set on fire and shit, and women getting pillaged. Greg, go.
Nathan Pellier says, love you, Greg.
Love you too, buddy.
Now they start swinging.
Yeah.
Red Fang.
Oh, kind of, yeah.
Oh, I like that. I'm not
Yeah.
opposed
Can't
to
hate
that.
on
But here's where he does the good harmony right here. And he's like, and then here comes the metal part, and he does both parts. Like he does the bellow and he does this singing.
Yeah.
And it's weird to watch because all of a sudden you're like, and here it comes.
Oh, nice little blackenness to
Wait,
it.
here it comes. Right. He drops an octave.
Oh, nice. He does both of those. So he's doing all the vocal shit.
Here comes. This is the kiss part. Do you see everybody? I mean, all of a sudden they all turn around. They're like this. Ready? Doing the,
Yeah.
And then you'll hear the harmony come in. It's beautiful. Here it comes. Here they do right here. It's beautiful.
Kiss would never do anything like that. I'm a fan.
Yeah, dude.
I'm gonna have to fucking. I'm gonna have to check that shit out.
Definitely, you turned me.
I
on
did
to
like
that.
some Gnome and I did like some Ancients. Hey, check out. We've just heard some new fucking bands, yo. At least I did anyway. Natanic, thank you, dude. I appreciate you, man. I had a blast with you fucking at Slammy D2. You did a great job, man. Throwing it down and standing up. Because I know you were partying like a motherfucker, dude. Him and Jesse from Incinerate, and from Glutton for Punishment. Those guys were putting in fucking work, dude. Yeah, Jesse Watson. Mm-hmm. They were having fun, doing their thing, man. And like I said, I'm excited for the Glutton new version of Glutton. And best of luck to my homie Al Town. I know you're gonna do well, buddy. You've been around for a long time. No sense in stopping now. Big shout out to Les Watkins for doing the Slam Dakota Fest. It was fantastic. Last weekend was a blast.
Sounds like it would have been fun.
It was really fun. It was really fun. And you know what I mean? Like,
Even at your age, it's still fun?
yeah.
Like sleeping in a tent or...
No sleeping in a tent.
Sleeping in,
Never.
beer foam and,
Never.
hot...
Never,
One more
ever.
band if you don't listen to them.
Ghoul.
Check them out. They're the shit, dude.
Yeah.
You listen to 'em a lot.
Did you say sit or shit?
Shit?
They're the shit.
Check this shit out.
Ghoul, huh?
Yeah.
What's Ghoul all about? Same style? Same vein?
Thrashy, fun.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Weren't they just here?
I don't think so. If they were, I missed it.
I missed it too.
Unfortunately, I missed
Wasn't
it.
there some big show here? Wasn't there a show you were doing?
When?
That was a couple weeks ago.
Yeah,
Was it
a couple
month
weeks ago. Yep, I've got a couple different things coming up. I've got see, I can start with some flyers. Tomorrow, if you guys aren't busy, I've got Saturday, June 17th, the 12th annual Louis Bailey Senior Memorial Poker Run, Park Place Sports Bar, 200 Broadway Avenue, St. Paul Park. Breakfast registration, first card at 10 a.m. Doing bong hits and shit. $20 per rider. No Name Saloon in Prescott, Gaslight Bar and Grill in Ellsworth. The Naughty Hog in Hager City. Back to the Park Place. You get a card at each place. All funds raised for the poker run are donated to Sarah Sty Marie and family. Let's see, their GoFundMe is on this deal here. Best 5-card hand wins. $100 trophy for best bike as well. Let me see here. Heavy Thursdays in the summer here. The next one is July 6th at the Joint down in Minneapolis, 6 p.m. till dusk. Heavy bike nights.
Heavy's fun, yeah.
Yeah, he does all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, you turned me on to him.
Let me see
Like
here.
his stuff.
So next weekend we've got the Road to Midwest Death Fest. Let me see here. Bleed the Victim, Deterioration, Bludgeon, Bray Road, Pursuit at Zimmergy Brewing Company in Menominee, I believe. Yeah, Menominee, Wisconsin.
Phenomena.
Yeah.
Phenomena.
Do-do-do-do-do.
Phenomena.
6 p.m. doors, $10 in $10 at the door, 21 plus. Again, Bleed the
Reminds
Victim.
you of that. Yep.
Deterioration, Bludgeon, Bray Road, Pursuit. These fucking guys. And then the following night, we've got the Midwest Death Fest at Minnesota Music Cafe, 501 Payne Avenue, St. Paul. You fuckers.
That's an all-day joint, isn't it?
No, it's that's
Pain reliever?
no, not the fucking Minnesota Music Cafe, and that's next Saturday. Immortal Suffering, Bludgeon, Broken Flesh, Torment, Deterioration, Celestial Serpent, and I got to see Celestial Serpent last weekend at the Slam Dakota Fest. They are from Illinois, and they were fucking badass. Pursuit from Fargo, and then Glutton for Punishment. I think this is their. I think they've only got 2 shows in town, so go check them out with the new singer Eric Kais. Go check that out, and that's going to be a fun show. Again, Saturday, June 24th. And then, let me see here. My next show at Skyway Theater is July 7th. Torment, Archaea, Safe Space, Your Last Breath, 18 plus 7:30 doors, 8 p.m. music, 10 in advance, 12 at the door. These fucking howling assholes, dude. We got some Full Tilt Boogie July 8th. It's at 10. Oh my God, here we go. Are you singing Michael McDonald right now?
No, you just hearing Michael McDonald. Arrow? Yeah, the dude stealing bricks out of the...
Longfellow Michael McDonald. We had this dude stealing bricks from out in the street.
He looked more like Sam Shepard or Sam Elliott.
I called him the Longfellow Michael McDonald.
That's hilarious.
Get all these bricks.
Taking these bricks.
Guess you had to be there.
Yeah, it was good stuff.
I heard that the other day pumping gas, and I was just, it's
What,
one
had
of
to be
those
there?
ones that hits you in the fucking soul every time, dude. I don't care.
It's like when you hear a Christopher Cross song, like Sailing and shit
dude.
like that.
Takes
Or
me
Kenny
away.
Loggins.
Yeah. Dude, Danger Zone. I'm getting
You
goosebumps just
just
talking
start
about
driving fast and get a ticket.
Dude, the I'm All Right tune is the one that fucks with me because I just see the
Caddyshack,
fucking,
the
I just see the
little
gopher.
Yeah.
Nah.
Gopher was good shit.
I wanted to kill all the gophers.
Yeah, excuse me, Sandy, but if I do
Wasn't
that,
that
they're gonna
ruin
lock
all
me
of
up and throw away the key.
No, what-
Dude, Bill Murray's fucking character in that shit was fucking excellent, man. Free flowed that whole shit.
Those guys didn't get along at all either. Like
Really?
him and-
Cannonball scene, yep.
Him and Chevy Chase.
They hated each other.
Hated each other.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, dude, dude was all whacked out, wasn't he?
No, it
Most of
was-
the time?
All of them were.
Yeah, it was Bill Murray took
Those were the days, though. That was when they had good coke and all that good shit.
Saturday Night Live, if I remember right.
Yep.
And that's why they did.
Oh.
But they had the good coke.
Now he quit though, but now Chevy quit to do a film
movies,
career,
yeah.
right? Okay.
Mhm.
And then he
Bill
took
Murray
over and then
yeah.
like you're not gonna
Dude, I think his best movie was Modern Problems. You remember that one?
I like it.
Yeah.
That's fucking
Yeah.
shit's awesome, dude. Yeah, that was fun.
That was a good movie.
No, are you kidding me? Fletch and Fletch
Fletch
Lives are the. I love those
dude.
I
movies.
hated those movies.
Dude,
I
I
liked
love that
Fletch.
movie.
John Cocktoaston.
Dude, Dr. Rosen. It's Dr. Rosen penis.
Dude,
It's
when he's
Dr.
got
Rosen.
when he's got those fucking teeth
Yeah.
in and he's talking to those guy about that fucking
That's
hell or the
what's his name? The Marine dude. Is it? Oh, Ernie.
What was
Yeah.
that?
Yeah, whatever. The Pio. That
Yeah.
dude. He plays the.
What was the one where he was like selling like arms to people? He was like,
Two of Us? No.
and he
damn
had
it,
that,
I know
remember
this.
they had that jet in the back.
Yeah, it was with the
And,
two blondes. They were Russian.
I don't remember that.
I
Part.
don't remember that either.
But what's
A
his
bunko
name?
shit
Spies
like
like
this.
us.
Flesh, thank you.
A bunch of shit I like. I love that shit. Well,
Yeah.
well thanks for
Spies
joining
Like
us,
Us.
man. Appreciate it.
No, it wasn't Spies Like Us. That was with Dan Aykroyd.
Yeah.
This was where he actually sold like
Yeah,
wasn't
you're
Sigourney
right.
Weaver in it.
Yeah, you're right. Because
And then what's his name? The tap dancer dude.
Gregory Hines.
Gregory Hines was in it too.
yeah, I don't remember what the
He goes,
name
"Let me
of
give
it
you
A
a little
bunko
touch
shitta
of-"
like sis.
Vacation?
Vacation.
Oh yeah, vacation.
that was
All the
good.
I
vacations,
just watched it
dude.
too, and it actually is pretty damn funny. Dude, come on, Russ. He's not gonna. He's
When
not gonna
kissing
porker
the
Russ.
fucking
He's not gonna
sandwiches and
porker
shit,
Russ.
He's dancing with the sandwich.
Dude, that shit, he's smacking it up his
and
face.
This fucking dog pissed all
Somebody
over it.
pissed on the dog pissed all over the.
Yeah. Yeah, dude.
Christy Brinkley
What
was
it
so
is,
hot back
Holmes?
then.
He says
still hot, dude.
the dude's in Chicago. He's like, what it is, Holmes? He's like, directions to the freeway. He's like, oh, you want to go down there and see my cousin down there? He goes, man, I ain't even from here, man. Fuck this. You go down there and ask him how to get back on the freeway. Yeah, that's funny shit.
Vacation. Good call, man.
Yeah, Christy Brinkley's still good looking, dude.
Really? I haven't seen her in a long time. Still.
Ridiculous.
Really?
Yeah. Magic jeans.
Banging that gilf.
Get some dust off.
Doing that. Yeah, why not? I like
Piano Man.
dusty shit.
Nope.
Piano man.
Yeah, the
He, ain't hit- he wasn't hitting it
Piano
right.
man's been there. I ain't going.
He didn't even fucking.
fuck?
You know he didn't hit it
I like how
right.
you said that, dude. It's like, yeah, she's been waiting for you.
Piano Man. What? I'm all bitter. What? Piano Man.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk about
Fuck her. She slept with the piano man.
it. Got goldfish eyes. One's here. One is here. I don't know. Oh. Anyway, what were we talking about?
Stay in Boston.
A bunko shitta like sis. Thanks.
Thanks. Thank you. Bunch of shit alive like. Shiva like.
What was the what was said? I don't. I
He
can't
said
understand
he
it
said
sometimes.
Fletch, thank you, and then
yeah.
he said vacation, and then says thanks.
Yep.
That was it, man. That's you see you're gonna get
Can
us
you
on
see
the,
all the creepers who are like creeping on us on there?
no,
Or what?
not no. I mean, I could see that there's a few people watching us. That's about it. I don't know where I can
Hey.
see that, but hey, thanks for watching.
What's up?
Hey, thanks for having us and stuff. Thanks for like bringing us into your place and listening to us be stupid.
Thanks for being positive with us, guys.
Appreciate you.
Now, what do you get? So I just want to bring up the
What do you sound like Roscoe
Sometimes you just
Pico
take it
train?
out and whip it.
the Bud Light thing. Let's talk about the Bud Light thing.
Bud Light
What do you guys think about that whole
I think it's
breakdown?
fucking ridiculous.
Yep.
What is the most ridiculous part about it? Kid Rock?
That people somehow
Who's Kid Rock?
take. I get. Is it so? They boycotted it because it was a transgender on the can. Is that the whole deal?
Yeah.
That's it.
But I mean,
That seems like a bunch
ain't
of
American.
homophobic people.
but
that
they
are
didn't even
all
produce the
touchy
fucking
about
can.
shit.
That's what I was saying.
It's
Like they didn't
fucking
even
beer,
produce
right?
it. They put one out.
Adam
and that was it.
CD says, I ain't no creeper.
Yeah.
LOL.
Thanks, buddy.
The LOL said it all.
Yeah. That's it.
I guess I don't understand. You're right. I mean, but honestly, man, who the fuck is Kid Rock? I mean, there's like he looks like
He was clearly
dipshit.
really mad about
he's a
that.
fucking dipshit.
Yeah.
Who cares?
And then you see pictures of him in the parties in the 2000s hanging out with fucking drag queens left and fucking right. What's his problem, dude? He doesn't like it in the cheek like that anymore? What's his problem?
That's
Like,
true.
you know what?
Yeah.
Dude, just let people do what they fucking want. Stay in your lane and don't worry about it. If you don't want to drink the beer because you're afraid you might get happy, then don't
here,
drink it.
Let me ask you this though: do you think that guys like him are like, they see a Bud Light can across the room and they're like,
Motherfucking
and then they go home and they got a whole fridge full of it.
No,
and they're just like rubbing it on
yeah,
themselves,
dude.
like, oh my god, he talks his
For
shit
real.
back and he's like dancing.
It's like,
going,
dude,
They're
look at
angry
all these
because they know
politicians.
that dicks are delicious.
Dude, all these
That's what they're
politicians
from.
Maybe.
all these politicians and people in charge who are like, this is going to do this, and then you find out they were at a fucking truck stop,
Craig
fucking doing
Rosenspirit
tallywaggers through
says,
the cornhole.
Kid Rock is a rich boy.
yeah,
He was.
He's a rich idiot.
That's his whole problem. Is he's not from the rough and tumble streets of Detroit.
Yeah.
he's from the rough and tumble streets of some place that costs millions of dollars. And that's what it is.
in
was a
fucking
suburb.
A suburb of somewhere in
Craig
Michigan.
Rosen-
What was his
Rosenspirit
album?
says,
Soda Pop? Wasn't that
Ain't
his
from
first
no
album?
trailer.
yeah,
Knuckle sandwiches and soda pop.
He didn't
something
even
like
step foot in the
What's that?
trailer before.
His first album. What wasn't it? Wasn't it?
grit
called-
sandwiches for breakfast.
There you go. Grit sandwiches for breakfast.
Yeah, but the
Rib
fucking
sandwiches.
the
Wasn't bad.
polyfuse method.
It's not
But
bad.
he had a maid make
The
him them
polyfuse method was
them
the
grit
shit.
sandwiches.
Yeah, ball with
A
the
maid.
ball was the shit, dude.
Yeah,
that was the
ball
best
with the ball.
shit ever.
Ball with,
Yeah.
it's him
Balls
fighting.
with
Apple
So
bombs.
he wrote a song about fucking
in my
sheep.
draw.
Ball with the ball. And we're fucking
Balls
supposed to be
in the
impressed
ball.
by balls in the ball, the bag. What's he saying, dude?
Balls in the bag, the digga
Balls in
digga.
the-
bag,
balls
I
in my
dig,
mouth,
I
the
dig
bag,
in
the
it.
bag. What's he saying? And now he's mad at fucking people for having a transgender person on a fucking can. This is childish.
It is true.
That's seriously
Like,
childish.
honestly, that's so. That's
But this is half the dude. Look at this is like a huge
A
cross
bunko
section.
shitta like says, he ain't from the midway backslash.
Ain't that true, boy?
He ain't never thrown eggs at somebody's house.
Right.
Not even his own.
No, not even his own. May have.
Oh,
May
shit.
have. Yo,
But that's what I'm saying, dude. All these people, man, that are fucking raising all it's all smoke and mirrors to make us miss something else.
I think so.
So we've had talks about
Do
politics
you,
and all
no,
this
wait.
shit.
Do you think that people who are trying to slide shit by people? Do you think they were like, dude, Bud Light? What do you mean? Wait, what are you saying, Bud Light? Dude, if we
course.
put a trans person on Bud Light can,
Well,
you're gonna lose your fucking
Look
shit.
what they did, dude. They fucking pandered to the lowest common denominator.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They fucking pandered shit.
Right.
And you have a party that's built on give everything away and a party that's built on fucking fear.
Right.
And that's what it is, dude.
Yeah.
It's two wings on the same piece of shit fucking bird.
Yeah.
And that's what we don't understand as human beings on this whole fucking place.
Yeah.
If we stood together and said,
Yeah.
like, what do you think? What do you think? I guess that's not that far apart from each other.
Right.
People fucking be like, what are these motherfuckers doing to us?
Yeah. It's like the
instead
middleman.
They're going, you
It's
don't
the
like-
middleman.
You don't like fucking this. Yeah, well,
you
you don't
also
like.
have too many people trying to tell you what's best for you too.
Yeah.
And they don't know any of it, what's best
No.
for us, because they can't even touch. Well, they're so out of touch from where we all come from
Right.
that they are making laws and rules and all this shit for things they have no idea what
Right.
happens with. You know, and
What about
that-
Uganda, dude? You see shit with Uganda, dude?
shit's
What
so
the fuck is
fucked
that
up.
shit,
I don't watch
man?
the news. I try not to. It's
Dude,
depressing.
Uganda just straight up said it's a death sentence to be fucking gay, dude.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's
So
it.
if you're
But-
gay,
and
they
that-
just
you're
they're
dead.
gonna-
You're done.
yeah, they
you're
find
done.
out you're done, dude. But that's just making people leave, dude. But this is, we're running into a fucking time. You look at things all over the world,
Yeah.
like what history's done.
Yeah.
It's our time. It's a lot of other places' time to come up around the same time we did and developed into a real nation,
Right.
And a real like economy and a real, all these things,
Right.
So we're in this thing right now where this ultra conservatism and religious shit
Yeah.
is really fucking taking a chunk of things, dude. And people are, dude.
This feels like a distraction is
let me
what it
ask you
feels
this
like to
though:
me.
as far as religion, do you think religion has a hold on America like it used to when we were kids?
No, it didn't.
No.
It doesn't. But that's the problem is you have, you know how people were talking about being the forgotten Americans and shit like that.
Sure.
Well, nobody told you to move out to the suburbs. Nobody told you to disassociate from the people and the places you used to associate with.
Right.
And if that's where you came from, that is where you came from. That's cool. But nobody forgot about you. People know you're there and stuff like that. But they have a different set of values and everything. And you're instilled from birth to believe this book, to
Right.
believe all
Right,
these
right,
stories and everything. Whereas, you know, you're an inner city kid, you were a latchkey kid. You didn't have parents around. You know, sometimes you didn't have both parents. You had all this shit. You know, you had a TV, an Atari, or a PlayStation or whatever.
Just to keep you off the streets,
fucking
yeah.
off the streets and at home. So we lost touch. And it's true when people say that. When's the last time you were outside till it was dark? You know, remember when we played this way? It's like, well, we didn't have that technology. Hey, if we did, we'd probably be big pieces of shit right now, which we all are. No offense to anybody.
Right.
But we don't do the same things. We don't associate with people the same. We don't know how to talk to each other. We don't know how to do a lot of things.
Yeah.
And this opens up so many doors for so much disinformation, information, fucking visual stimulation, all these things that we didn't have, dude. The kids
Overstimulation.
dude, the kids that are out there now, I don't envy one of these youngsters, dude, because they got so much shit to feel good and bad about.
Yeah.
It's overwhelming. And I don't know.
Well, now you remember when we were kids, though, man. You know, you see shit like Libya and fucking all this shit when we were kids, like these little skirmishes that popped off in the Middle East. I remember panicking hearing that on the
the
news.
Ayatollah,
like,
the
holy fuck,
Ayatollah,
yeah, yeah.
all that shit, dude. Yeah, it was a trip.
It was like when Carter was in office. You know what I mean? That's how old we are. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like I remember the hostages. I thought
Airplane
there
got
was
hijacked.
Yeah, I mean, I thought shit was going down. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? And now you think about the
A bunko
overload.
shitta like says. If we had internet porn back in the back.
Dude. Hey, wait, hold up now.
Remember when you used to hit the fucking
A
thing, the
bunko
AB
shitta
button,
like says.
None
None of us would be outside.
the AB button on the cable and shit like
No,
that.
no.
Spectrum.
Hey, man,
I
I remember
had
I
legs.
sold, dude, I sold a fucking VHS that had problems tracking because I used the fast forward too much. So I'm just saying, dude, you know what I mean? Like,
Players ain't got time to waste. The
Yeah.
players with yourself club. You got to get to the good parts.
but that's
that
that's
shit should
the
be
thing,
queued
though,
right to
dude.
the good parts.
Well,
of shit.
here's the thing, man. I mean, how
Did you ever watch a porn as a kid for the dialogue? Hell no.
Yes, I
did.
have.
I beat off
yes,
those-
I
yeah.
did.
I
Oh,
beat
yeah,
off
for
the
sure.
Watching
story.
Red Hot
for
Fire
sure,
Girls
dude.
going like, wait, listen
Garage
to that
Girls,
dialogue.
Garage Girls
I can't
4.
believe who wrote this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who wrote this shit?
My God.
You like pizza? Yeah, I got
I
it
can't
with
believe
extra
he's gonna
meat.
cheat on her like this. I think with two midgets.
Be realistic.
Yeah.
Jesus, two of those wieners just make one real wiener.
He's not a real pizza delivery guy.
Yeah, you want to impress me? Let her hold it. The midget hand.
I don't understand it. I think that
Why do they call him Star Kissed?
I think the older
Doesn't go deep when
generation
he
gets
raises hell
more
on the side?
pissed off. That was more pissed off at this transgender person being on the thing.
Yeah.
I honestly, it's like, you know, people
Dude,
deserve to
here-
be treated
the
with
thing-
little courtesy. Yeah, I mean, come on.
The strange thing though is I've found like when people have brought this up, dude, it's younger people, like dudes like our age
Yeah.
that are fucking all upset. It's like, dude, did you just want to like put it out the closet a little bit,
Right.
out the door, like
A bunko shitta like says. Ginger Ellen.
Ginger Allen.
The porn star.
yeah, Ginger Allen.
I don't know if I would know. I do.
do.
Okay.
But that was it. You know what I mean? I hear older folks going, "What's the big deal?" You know?
Yeah.
I mean, if Garth Brooks is going to have it in his bars, I mean,
But
you
I
know?
mean, seriously. So,
But dude, it's a beer.
Well, here's a crazy.
hold
Here's
on.
a crazy. Go ahead.
I gotta
Go ahead.
So does that mean how? So those dudes that got so, or these people that got so upset about this, they don't drink
Ben
wine, do
Shapiro.
they? I'm
Yeah,
just
do
saying, do
they-
they
Wine
sip?
cooler.
Do they
It's
sip
really
wine?
Importantly,
White Claw.
That's
That
what I was
seems
just gonna
very
say. Do they hit up
feminine,
the White
bro.
Claws and shit?
I'm just saying, you know,
Bartle-
fucking call Bud
They still
Light
drink
up.
Bartles and James.
Yeah. Thank you
It
for
doesn't
your
count.
support.
Sun Country, it comes in a 2-liter bottle. I ain't no fucking wussy.
I'm just saying, hey, you know what? I'm just saying it like this. Sometimes I fucking sit when I pee.
Boone's Farm.
Now,
launch
so,
them up.
That's
so,
simple.
so I want to ask you guys this though,
it splashes a
because
lot, so you have to.
there's you know, I play Call of Duty. I just started playing Call of Duty like 2 months ago, right?
seen Call of Duty?
So there's actually two operators that streamer guys from Twitch and YouTube or whatever the fuck, two streamers who they both got their own skin in there, right? So it looks like them with an outfit on and they've got guns and shit, right? So
Really into this.
one of them watched a video on Twitter of violence between two factions, basically schools bringing in transgender people or LGBT, whatever the alphabet people, right? Okay. So
LGBTQ.
So they brought them in to teach children about transgender and gay and all that stuff, right? So the guy watched the
A
video.
bunko of shit like says. Nick J. Merckx.
Yep, Nick J. Merckx. That's who I'm talking about. So
A bunko of shit like says. Nick Merckx.
Yeah, Nick Merckx. That's the one. So
A bunko of shit like says. Tim Tatman.
Tim the Tatman. That's the second guy. So Nick Merckx actually watched the video on Twitter, and they were the two factions were fighting about it, and he just said flat out, that was all he tweeted was, just leave the kids alone. I mean, honestly, I don't give a shit what you believe. I have a transgender child.
Craig Rosen's beard says.
So
gay.
So I just. So here's my thing. Like are you gonna, you know what I mean? Like, what do you guys think about that?
Okay,
do you
ready?
think that,
Ready?
Go ahead.
Religion. Just leave the fucking kids alone.
Okay.
Yep.
Right?
Agreed.
Political, affiliation. Just leave the kids alone.
So here's what I was trying to point out.
I know what
okay?
you- and I'm
So the company sees this and says that they stand behind their pride people, right? And they took his skin away from him and took all the shit.
See, that ain't right either.
Now here's the thing. Tim the Tatman said he kind of was wishy-washy on it. I've known Nick Merckx for a long time. I know that it wasn't anything malicious, da-da-da-da-da. Comes back the next day and says, please take my skin off of it too.
That's cool.
Right? And stands up for his guy, but
Yeah.
they both got paid to do that, right?
Yeah.
To have their shit on there, their likeness on that shit anyway. So do you think that companies overcompensate with this shit?
But do you realize that what our government is right now is pretty much run by corporations in all reality? I mean, really. So this is
well,
such
the
a
majority,
yeah, the
yes.
majority
Yeah,
are, and people won't really like. They can call me a kook. They can call me whatever. Like,
Sure.
people can say I'm whatever about anything. The reality of it is you look at everything, dude, with all the lobbyists, all this stuff. There used to be a time where politicians and these things would have been touched upon by just the people.
Right.
Now you have outside influences. Like half these companies that support Pride don't give a fuck about the people of Pride.
Yeah.
It's a tool to sell things.
Yep.
Like Target. Like,
Oh, yeah.
like
Target's a big
all
one.
these big corporations that do that kind of shit.
Yep.
You know, it's just like, like
Well,
what
perfect example is that bar in Uptown. The guy, the one that was old Rudolph's, right?
Yeah, and
so
then
he
he-
put the flag on there.
Yeah.
He did all this stuff. It's supposed to be
But
gay
he was-
friendly.
he was
And then
gay.
he went out there, but he said a bunch of stupid shit, right?
because he says stupid shit.
Right.
But there's also a point where people have the right to say that stupid shit, so anybody can see that that's a piece of shit.
Right.
Or you might support him, and that's your choice too, man.
Right.
And the biggest problem with everybody right now is they want their cake and they want to eat it too with a lot of these things, because if you want to speak your mind, you got to hear that other side of that thing,
Right.
bitch about things. And that's totally fine if you're a grown ass fucking adult and you accept ideas as ideas. But if you're like absolute in anything that you think, you're fucked up. Like nothing is absolute.
Well, this is my problem though. The overcompensation of it, I think. You know what I mean? Where companies feel like they need to come in and go, we don't like what you said. We're going to stand behind our pride people. He wasn't derogatory or negative towards any of that shit. He just said, leave the fucking kids alone.
But you have to pull a trigger on something like that when it affects your bottom line, and that's what people are talking about, and that's what I'm talking about. Like everybody in this room knows, like I'm a big supporter of.
But here's my
whatever
thing
you
though.
fucking
Here's my
do.
thing though. Is a guy who plays video games, is it going to affect your bottom line by
It might-
saying?
when you support that person and stuff, it has an effect on your bottom line.
Well, so now there's a boycott in the game.
A
There's people
bunko of
that
shit
are
like says. Question, is woke an ideology like religion?
There you go.
Well, when you look at what woke is, it's informed in education. So you have an idea and you have information that backs that idea. It doesn't necessarily mean you're open-minded. It doesn't necessarily mean all these things. Woke has become, what do they call one of the, whatever word, I can't think of the word. Like, it's a word that's used all the time for half the people that use the word woke
Don't fucking know
don't
what
know
it
what
is.
it fucking
Yeah,
means,
yeah,
and
I
that's
got you.
what I'm talking about. Is
got you.
politicians. They use it like it's a bad thing. Woke's been around for a long fucking time.
Right.
So now it's turned into a bad thing because did you just see what that what's her Marjorie Taylor Greene? I don't want any of my fucking workers or people that work for me to be educated. Dude, that says a lot about what you're saying. Like,
Well, it says a lot
it
about
says like,
America
America
in
right now.
in
It is.
general.
So my biggest thing, dude, and it's no secret, I'm not a big fan of Trump. I don't like Joe fucking either. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I don't think we
Fucking
have
Muppet.
It's exactly, dude. Fucking, he smells cinnamon rolls all day. You know what I mean? So, and I don't care if I'm not popular about that idea or not, but that's my opinion, and that's all I mean. It doesn't affect how I feel about things because I'm very liberal on other things and conservative about a lot of things too.
Sure.
Because that's what people are supposed to be, dude. You're supposed to get smart when you get older and have different feelings about things, and attitudes change. But my attitude towards people and social things has not changed.
Right.
I don't think people should get shit for free, and I don't think people need to suffer the way they do so corporations can fucking make more money hand over fist while we all starve.
Right.
Yep.
So, but what I'm talking about with this woke thing is people are using it as a buzzword. There we go.
Yep.
For explaining like somebody who's liberal. No, it's somebody who's educated. And if you're going to be fucking making fun of somebody that's fucking woke, it means you're fucking ignorant and you want to be ignorant and you're willfully ignorant. And willful ignorance is shit. That's how all the bad things have happened all over the fucking world because of willful ignorance and people who just follow aimlessly. Because with the crowd, you're going somewhere, right?
Right.
A bunk of shit like says. It's called centrist, my man.
Pretty much, yeah. You know? And that's the whole fucking deal. It's just it you know.
Don't make me mute you, man.
Yeah, people can have the opinions they want to have and do everything, dude.
Yeah.
Mind your shit. Don't force your shit on anybody, dude. If I'm educated, I don't give a fuck what you are.
Dude, you remember when that was the thing though? Like you could have your fucking opinion and you didn't people didn't force the shit on you, dude. This whole like
Well,
this
virtue signaling, there's
clan,
all this shit,
clan of these fucking knuckleheads
and
that
how,
like
and
just
how people
force the
word
shit on you.
things and how people deliver things. To
It goes
people.
both ways,
It
though,
does.
man.
It does.
Go
And
and
that's what I'm
it's
saying.
arrogance.
It's how people voice things, word things, because you have virtue signaling. Like, oh, you don't fucking. We want you to be an individual, but you have to be just like us to fit in.
Yeah.
It's like fuck that. You know, I can be however the fuck I want. I can look who I want, hang out with who I want, talk to whoever I want. I can say parts of what this guy did is cool, parts of what this guy did is cool, but they're both fucked in the head.
Yeah.
And the people who love him and worship him like a god, but still claim this, or don't love him and look at this thing and want to give everything away. Fuck both those people.
It's
dude.
kind of
There's
like
no
those.
good answer.
It's kind of like Christianity and Christians. You know what I'm saying? Where they're like, we just want you to be good people and da 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 da, and don't, you know what I mean? Don't hurt people.
Adam
but then
CD
they're,
says,
you know, fucking kids. And,
Toxic
you know what I mean?
tribalism.
Yeah,
On both sides, yeah, it's crazy.
On both sides,
dude.
for sure.
And but look who's winning. Who's winning? Big money.
Yeah.
Big corporations, all this shit. They're the only people getting anything good out of all the shit that we're going through.
Yeah.
And it's because we don't have term limits. We don't have anything. You should not be able to be a career politician, dude.
Right.
You should have to fucking work your 8 years and then get the fuck out and get a real job. And don't get paid after you leave. Like a president gets paid after. Well, you ain't doing shit for
the
us
rest
no
of
more.
your entire life.
Yeah, the entire life. Get the fuck out.
Well, and
I got one for you.
speaking arrangements or engagements, I mean, you know, with
yeah.
fucking Bill
They get-
Clinton made millions of dollars
Yeah, dude.
just going around.
So if I
fucking-
remember right,
Exactly.
they still get. So once they're done with their
it's like
presidency,
$250,000
I think
a
it's
year.
more
or
like
something.
400, if not half.
And then
a
you get,
million
and then you
dollars.
have national or security on you. You have security tail on you all the time.
Well, that's can't
We
be
don't.
cheap.
We don't need to pay for that shit, dude.
And
we
I also-
got kids who aren't getting educated, kids that can't eat lunch. You know, we have people that are fucking homeless all over the place. We're inviting
All
people,
over
and
the place.
this isn't going to sound popular, but we're taking in people from all over the world because we're getting money from those places.
Right.
But then they get here and they don't get taken care of. They don't get treated right. They don't get any of that shit, even though you're here, dude.
Right.
What people forget is this whole place is a fucking melting pot
yeah,
of
yeah.
everything,
Yeah.
and half the shit. Look at everything in Florida that's getting fucked up, dude. Fields full of fucking food rotting.
Mm-hmm.
You know, construction sites not working. Why? Because of the color and the nationality of fucking somebody that's working because you're too fucking lazy to get off your ass
Right.
and not go out there and work.
Well,
and that's shit you'd never do anyhow.
The Hispanic population
dude.
gets a lot of that shit.
Yeah.
And now it's
you know how New
Somali
Orleans
where
came
truck,
back?
truck drivers
FEMA
and shit. Yeah.
find every Mexican available, dude, and they went down there and they fucking cleaned that fucker up and built it back up to fucking being livable.
Right.
And another hurricane hits that motherfucker, dude. That dude just cut off his own fucking cities because they supported Trump.
Wow.
He cut them off from any fucking anything, any help from the government if they get fucking like flood warnings, any of that shit, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, they're just petty motherfuckers, dude. It's crazy. And then all these, like I said, dude, I don't want to give everything away.
For
And I don't-
solid
and I don't
folks,
want-
man, yeah.
I don't want people telling fucking girls how to fucking take care of themselves, how they should fucking like,
Yeah.
dude, if you don't have a vagina, shut your fucking hole.
Right.
keep it out of your mouth.
Yeah.
Unless it's your girl.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
It's a crazy fucking world.
I have all girls. I know you've got a
so do
girl
I.
too.
Yeah, dude.
You're surrounded by women yourself too,
Exactly,
man.
man. All the
It's
time.
crazy to me that people have the
And
audacity to
where's
say
that
shit.
from? Is it from religion or is it a fucking tool to pull
bit of
people?
all of it.
But the only other thing, they call this human capital stock.
Yeah, that
The
makes
government
sense.
called us human capital stock.
Yeah, that
dude.
makes sense.
So the only other thing in the world where you can control when, how they have children is livestock. That's fucking creepy, dude.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Well, China
that is
does it,
pretty
don't they?
good. Yeah.
Yeah,
Don't they
but look at
curb it?
China, dude.
You get one or one
No,
of
they
each. You
stopped
get
doing that because they had fucking a downfall and they had a
because they had
dip
too
and
many
shit.
people.
In China, you can have kids if you want
male,
now.
wasn't it? They want you to have more males than female,
Yeah.
I think,
Yeah,
or some shit
so.
like.
But
like,
why, dude? Concubines?
I
What's
think
up?
I think you can only have like 2 females or some
Yeah,
shit like that.
but I
Like,
think
you
they
can't-
changed it. I don't think
Wait,
that's
what?
that's the rule anymore.
Weird.
Do you get two? Say that again. You
I'm
get
going to
how many?
China.
No, I'm just kidding.
Dude, I'm not going to do anything because I'll get canceled. But
A bunk of shit like says. Useless feeders.
Yeah, pretty much, man.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much.
I just think people. It's so weird how we are as a society. We talk about how like the government's fucked up and the news is fucked up. But as soon as they post something new, everyone's just like, "Did you fucking hear about this?
Yeah.
Hey, did you hear about?" It's like it's not topic du jour. If you don't give it weight, it ain't gonna be heavy.
what's that comedian's name? Mo Ahmad.
Oh,
Remember?
yeah.
Dude, he's like talking about like
Yeah.
all this shit. He goes during COVID. He's like, everybody, we're gonna die. He's like, what the fuck? And he's like, oh, but don't panic. He's, well, am I supposed to panic or not panic?
Yeah.
And he's like, for how long? Months is you're gonna be stay in your house for months is, you know. And he's talking about this shit. He's like, and how does the economy come back when we're all locked up? And he's like, shut the fuck up, man. The government's telling you. He's like, shut the fuck up. Well, how does this work? He's like, all right, here's $1,200, hush money. Shut the fuck up.
Right.
You know. And then he's like, well, no, man, that's cool, but how does the economy get better when there's? He's like, shit. Here's one for you to chew on. Jada cheat on Will, you know, fucking do it.
Right.
And then they fucking put aliens out. Remember all this shit?
Right.
Like, and they're talking about.
Yeah,
all
how
this
come no
stuff.
one talks about
Dude,
that?
they've been talking about that for years.
Dude,
yeah,
Did you
but
see
they
that shit in
just
Vegas?
came out and said straight up.
Did you see that shit in Vegas?
the
You
crash?
The one cop at a different spot
Yeah.
has his fucking like his little
Chest
his
titties?
camera on
Yeah,
thing,
titty
and
camera.
you see this thing coming down, and then they get a call on their fucking thing where the dude's like,
A
"There's
bunk of
something
shit
in my-"
like says.
I miss
I miss COVID.
Word.
Yeah,
But the
word
motherfucker-
up.
I drive every day, bro. I totally do
Dude, this
too.
motherfucker's like, you get a call, and the dude's like, there's like people in my backyard, and they're like 10 feet tall.
He's like,
And
big
he's like,
eyes.
and they got big eyes and tiny mouths and shit. And
He's like, I'm not even
And then they
making
got
this up.
video of it. He goes, I'm not. And you see the video, and you see in front of a fucking big, like, what do they call the big cats, like the D10s or whatever,
Yeah,
D20s?
yeah.
Fucking, you see this thing standing in front of the grill, and it's tall as fuck, dude. And you see the fuck, and then it squinches down. But the thing crashed. You see like helicopter marks. You can see where there's this round thing in the yard and shit. Like
No
where it was,
shit.
Yeah, dude. And the cops answered it because there were multiple people that saw it, and they fucking report. It's on the news all the
Yes.
time out there.
No shit.
Yes.
Damn, I'll have to look that up.
Legitimate shit, dude.
Yeah, it's,
yeah.
dude. The government already said, yeah, there's UFOs.
Yeah.
You know,
Dude, what's his name? The astronaut dude. He was like straight up like, there's no doubt with. He's like, I've seen him. Like I've seen stuff. It's not like space or it's not like us.
Yeah, yeah.
It's something else.
Yeah.
I read a whole thing. A while
But I don't like
ago.
that they're 10 feet fucking tall. With
Well,
big
here's
heads
the
and
thing.
round
Here's the
eyes.
thing, though, is that
So
like
if we've
I
seen
will
this, if we've seen this shit like make believe,
Right.
how long have they known? Because this is what the people are actually seeing.
right.
So I
Well,
mean,
well, here's the thing: is like people will talk about how they're around military installations and they're you know what I mean. They're like shutting things down. Are they really? Are they testing to see if they can fucking shut us down and annihilate us if they needed to? That's the thing. Is it?
A lot of people
here's-
believe they're us from the future.
that, but
Space or time
the
travel.
problem is though, is if that was a deal, we'd already know. That's just
Here's what I want to know. Why do they only show up in Kentucky? Why don't they put probes in people that are like live in trailer homes and stuff?
You remember that? Like
That's smart people
what
in
was her
New
name?
York.
What was her name on Saturday Night Live? And she used to do the thing where they got.
Oh,
she
she
got
was like,
abducted.
he playing with, he wanted to do butt stuff.
Yeah,
He went down there and he was like
down there with
flapping my,
skeeter,
smacking my tit or whatever.
smacking my
Yeah.
skeet, like loping my boobies around, like doing the. And
So
there
I
was a
woke up
whole
on the
line
top
of them
of
out
a-
the room, and they were all watching. And she's sitting
He's
there
like-
smoking a cigarette with her hand in her
It
pants.
felt
and shit, dude.
deliberate. It
Yeah,
really felt deliberate.
Yeah, dude.
She's like, I woke up on a pumping
it's
munch
fucking-
without pants.
That's hilarious, dude. Alien fucking footage, huh? I have
Yeah,
to
it's
look
pretty
that shit
pretty
up,
crazy.
man.
So
Alien footage.
Just
again,
gonna look at this.
I know it's
Do you remember when, like back in the day, dude? Do you remember Quicksand? Not the band.
Yes.
Were you always ready for Quicksand?
Yes.
yes.
You got to
always.
flatten out. You got to flatten out. You can't move a lot. You sink
no,
more.
try and lay
No,
down.
you sink more. You got to flatten out.
You got to
bro.
spread out too. But do you remember, like,
A
when you were a
bunko
kid?
shitta like says. Probe me up.
2 or 3 fingers.
The whole arm.
That's too many.
Yep.
Jesus Christ, how long are your fucking fingers?
Ridiculous. Remember that? Ridiculous.
Is that the other end of the probe in there too?
Not so much what you did, but what you did back there with my pants. Ridiculous.
Not a hoax, sources say. So what happened? I want to push play so bad, but I can't.
Yeah, you're going to have to watch it and
Facts,
talk about it again.
fact check. Video showing an alien in Las Vegas mixes CGI video.
There's always somebody that says that.
Yeah, I know, right? That's the government still trying to hold back or what?
Yeah. We'll tell them that it's not. It's fake.
Yeah, well, here it
Doubt.
says a viral video of an alien in Las Vegas backyard isn't real. Fake video.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm not real.
A bunko shitta like says. Do the probes vibrate?
They pulsate.
Only when you struggle.
Yep.
Yeah.
I said what everyone was thinking, all right? Jesus Christ. I know I got to
When you
stop.
struggle.
Only when you struggle.
Only when you struggle.
Motherfucking vibrate
It's just going to
shit.
get me harder.
Pulse.
Just makes me horny, guys.
All right, I'm canceled.
Could you imagine the guys just pulling on himself on the fucking guys getting in there? You know what I mean?
And what are they saying? You know, what's going through their head?
Wonder what the aliens think
What if
when
they just fucking do it? They're drunk aliens, just cornholing a human.
Yep.
You know what
Jamming
I
it in
mean?
there.
Let's Diane to cornhole us one of them fuckers.
See, that's why they go to Kentucky or Kansas or whatever. You know what
Hey,
I'm
you guys
saying?
want to see? Hey, you want to see something cool? Watch this shit.
Yeah. Give them some more
The robot
Nyborg.
even got into it.
Remember that in fucking heavy metal when they were snorting that Nyborg? This is some good Nyborg. Yeah.
Yep.
That's what they're doing. They're looking at each other and they're going like that. This dude's got his finger in the fucking
Nose beer. Nose beer.
right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just doing this.
Nose nachos and shit.
No, it's nachos.
I mean, you got to think that we can't be the only thing in the universe.
Dude,
I mean, it's
how
pretty
could we be so
egotistical,
conceited to do that?
right?
It's vast. Wow, how the fuck could you
And
possibly?
there's multiples. Like, we're a pimple
There's
on
gonna
the
be,
ass of the universe.
dude. There's got to
you
be
know?
other flat planets, right?
So,
Yes.
what's the theory now that we're actually in a black hole? Our universe is actually in the black hole.
Really?
What'd you
Yeah,
do?
that sounds like a porno.
Why aren't we like?
Your universe is in my black
universe is
hole.
in
But seriously, think about it. Why aren't we like distorted and everything? Because there's the way supposedly the way black holes work is linear stretching and stuff like that.
Cross
so
planes of-
so we would I don't think we'd hold a form where we could actually recognize ourselves. Or anything.
That got deep. I don't know.
And then where's time? I mean, you think about when you go to other
Hey,
planets.
what was that? What was that fucking movie
Interstellar?
with fucking,
Interstellar?
No, with
Interstellar?
no,
Oblivious.
Roddy Piper. Remember where he had fucking put the fucking glasses on and he
They live.
They live
So here's the thing, like
with the Ray-Bans.
what if one day we fucking somebody modifies a drug, we take it right, and all of a
And then
sudden
one
you
of us is an
actually
alien?
see we see what we actually are because you don't fucking know.
They're called
that these are-
mushrooms.
no,
We take them already. Trust me on this one.
Well, I'm just saying.
Everyone's an alien, dude.
I'm just saying. man.
Isn't that
It's
called
kinda weird.
DMT?
Well, you know what's
Shit,
funny?
man.
That's funny you say that because don't you think that's weird that when people do take that stuff, they all see the same exact freaking thing?
Well, okay.
Pretty much.
No, they don't.
I thought they do. I thought they
A
have
bunko
fairly
shitta like
similar.
says. Them.
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 No, I
Maybe
think
I'm thinking of
there's
ayahuasca or
there's a lot of things that they see similar.
But
the Earth Mother, there's a lot of reports of the Earth
here's
Mother.
here's the crazy thing though.
Oh,
Look at the genus of mushrooms and shit though too. Like mushrooms are they a plant? Are they an animal?
Well, mushrooms
No, they
and
think they're
marijuana are supposed
alien.
to be
Alien.
Alien.
Yeah.
from space.
So but these are the things I'm talking about. So it's like
spores.
yeah. I mean that's
goddamn Santa Claus for Christ's sakes.
yeah.
That's where
all-
he was
that
supposed to
whole
be coming
story
from.
is-
What
yes.
is it? Amanita muscaria. That's what's
Well,
that?
what was it?
So
Red and
he
white?
wasn't made up by the Christians to take over the winter solstice where you spread blood on the fields and that's why it's red and white.
Maybe.
All right.
I thought it was. No, I
No, I
thought he
heard
was
that it-
originally.
Yeah, that's what I'm
green.
saying. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
No, that was supposedly another tool. You know, like the Easter bunny, instead of like taking over, they said Christ was born and came back from the dead. But
Yeah.
a bunny and an egg. Come on, let's talk about that.
Yeah, we're hiding
That's
multicolored
weird.
eggs. It
Platypus
is.
though.
about
Platypus.
it? What
That's
about
weird.
it?
I'm just
Maybe
saying.
God likes DMT
Motherfucker's
too?
like, what's up, dude?
What is it? The most
you
poisonous
are, bitch.
animal?
Platypus now. He's all.
Yeah.
Swear to God, I thought they said that it's the most poisonous mammal or something because it has.
It's the only poisonous.
Because it
poisonous
carries switchblades in its flapper.
Those
and
lorries, big-eyed
It's a high
lorries
on
or whatever they call them,
methamphetamines.
they have poisonous fucking little finger shits. too.
tentacles,
No, they got their little.
poisonous thumbs.
It's like little.
I don't know what the fucking. I don't know what.
I don't know what that. Yeah,
Whatever noise they
I don't know
make.
I
what
love
he
you just
says.
gave it a fucking
It does
noise.
now. That made sense. It made sense.
It's hilarious, dude.
That little-
It's gonna make a fucking.
When does it come at you? And it's like, what's up?
Yeah,
How you like this shit? You ain't ready for this kind of shit,
I'm gonna fucking turtle my way through this shit.
fucking A.
Turtling.
I've seen some pretty massive turtles, man. The last time that we went from Bud Light to just complete mayhem. That was fucking fantastic. I absolutely.
I
love
don't.
that.
Sue. You know what? Honestly, I don't know what people get so bent out of shape with this stuff is for. I don't.
People
because
act like Jesus didn't take it in the butt once or twice.
I mean, it's Bud Light.
It's Bud Light.
It's Bud Light.
And
I really.
it's a fucking beer,
Right?
And people like got twisted up in it.
right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then the whole thing with just, dude, if you're not, are you threatened by somebody else's sexuality? Is anybody here threatened by somebody else's sexuality? Honestly,
Well, I mean,
if you're cool with talking about it on here, that's cool. If not, that's cool too. But I've never
threatened
been.
by his sexuality.
Yeah,
not at all.
No, but no.
yeah.
My butt was, when you're young and you see your first
experimented, that's all
massive
good, dude.
wang, you know what I'm saying? It didn't really matter what color it was. It was just there were
Did you
big,
hear
giant
Godzilla?
ones
Did you
out
hear
there.
Godzilla music in the back? Dun, 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 dun.
I just was like, holy fuck, John Holmes, that's 13 inches of fucking wang, dude. You know what I'm saying? As a kid, you're looking at your
I got
little
a book
fucking,
you should
you're
read.
like, man,
I got a
you
book
know
at
what I
the
mean?
shop you should read.
About what?
How to live with a large penis.
That's so funny because
I know
we
firsthand.
all have a mutual friend that has a book about how to live with
Short one?
micro penis. So, yep.
That's a shame.
friend?
That's a
Yeah.
shame.
He's not far from
But
here.
anyhow,
Very close.
Yeah.
Very close.
Ooh.
I'm going to listen to a
out there
song.
just
It's only
chatting
2 minutes
themselves.
long, but I want to listen to a song. So I'm going to listen to a song, and you're going to listen to it too, and we're going to just kind of bullshit while we're listening to this song.
What song?
Yeah, what's this? I'm going to play some Deterioration real quick, okay? All right, we're going to do this. I'm going to listen to a song. We'll be right back.
shame.
A bunk of shit alike says. In prison I would be threatened by your sexuality.
Well, why not use Gandhi's way? He didn't have any guns, and he beat the British Empire.
I'm not familiar with that. When a government turns tyrannical, it is your
I had to start that
duty
over.
to overthrow it.
Well, why not use Gandhi's way? He didn't have any guns, and he beat the British Empire.
I'm not familiar with that. They were physically shaking, scared to death, because certain people, namely my ex-wife and other people, said, I'm a radical, I'm a wild man, I got a gun under every arm, down every leg, and every shoe, every corner of the house. You say anything to me, I'll shoot you. If the people find out how they've been ripped off and enslaved in this country by the government, by the powers to be, they will revolt with anger. With merciless anger. There'll be blood running in the streets.
Yes. A little bit of deterioration for that ass. Don't forget that they are playing the thing here. Well, let me get it to it. Where's it at? Oh, right here. Yeah, Deterioration playing next weekend at Minnesota Music Cafe. Mortal Suffering Bludgeon. Broken Flesh, Torment, Deterioration. That's what I love about these guys. Absolutely out of hand. Yes. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for talking shit in the chat with us. We appreciate it very much. It's always good. It's always good.
Always fucking good.
You dudes are killing me over here.
Yeah, I hear you.
Yes, I really like that band, Deterioration. They're fun. They're just blast. It's like, extreme punk rock.
They've been around for a minute.
18, 19 years or some shit. I didn't even know. 3 years ago, I heard them, and I was like, who the fuck is this band? They're
A
amazing.
bunko shitta like says. Break equals getting high.
True. We were getting high. We were getting really, really high.
Mm-hmm. Well, it is legal. It is legal in the
It is legal. What do you guys think about that? I mean,
I think it's great.
You're not really a huge fan,
I'm
right?
an edible guy.
Okay.
It's because the smoke gets me all verklempt and gummed up and shit.
Yeah.
And it gives me anxiety when I can't breathe.
Sure.
So I just don't touch it like that.
So it's just fucking sinus-wise?
Yeah, sinus, horrible. And then you know how you're already kind of looped out. When I was younger, dude, it wasn't a thing, you know. And when I got older, it just turned into that where I was just like, "Fuck, this isn't even fun."
Edibles for me, like it always gave me. I always felt strung out, like
Really?
my joints for some odd reason.
See, do you remember? Yeah, you probably remember the fucking fruit roll-up kind of thing.
No, I don't. You fucking bastard.
Oh shit.
Everybody says, these are the best thing you'll ever have.
Didn't I give you?
He gives me a now this is a story I've told several times. I don't know if I've told it on here, but I've told many people this fucking story. My friend Jason over here gives me a fruit roll-up, and it is literally a fucking square about this big, right? And he says, just like everybody in the drug world ever since
Just
we
eat
were
a quarter.
fucking 13.
Don't eat all of it.
He said, hey, man, just take like a stamp size, just a little bit. And he's like, don't do it.
on the way here.
Yeah, don't fucking eat, don't eat all of it. They're fucking strong. I'm like, yeah, whatever. So I took the whole side right down. Size of a stamp this way, all the way down. Jamie's watching Kevin Hart, right? So she's sitting here. I'm playing my video games. All of a sudden, it starts with the, I'm like, God
Dude, I
damn,
started doing it before you said it.
I'm getting goddamn, man. I'm getting cotton mouth. So I'm like, all right, but I'm feeling it. It's creeping. I'm getting warm. I'm feeling good.
It takes about an hour and a half.
So I got a jug of fucking water right here, right? And I'm sipping on it, and I'm doing all that, trying to get
Doesn't
the fucking.
help.
No, dude, not even a.
It makes it worse.
So I'm sitting here, and my wife is
pee.
next to
Bunko
me,
shitta like says.
and I've got.
I did eatables then went grocery shopping. Needless to say, I had to take a knee multiple times.
Yeah,
Or
you gotta throw in a
boxes
towel
of
here and
cereal, cookies. Yep.
Just fucking holding up the
Sexual
Oreos,
chocolate,
like dude.
Yeah.
So I ate that shit, right? So I'm fucking cottonmouth. So I'm drinking water like it's going out of style. Jamie's on the couch dying laughing. I've never thought Kevin Hart is that fucking funny. I know a lot of people love the dude, right? But I just don't find him that funny. And she likes to fuck with me about it. Like, I don't understand why you don't. My wife doesn't sound like that, but I don't understand why you don't like this guy. He's so fucking funny, And I'm sitting there and I'm just, now it's starting to really set in. But now I'm feeling like I'm going to fucking throw up. And I've never thrown up off of fucking weed ever. Never, ever.
I warned you.
Dude, it got to here, but I got milk belly from the water. So I'm moving and it's going, and I'm going, oh my God, I got a fucking water bed in my stomach. You know what I'm saying? Dude, I was doing this, like trying to push that air bubble out. So I'd just be like, or fucking burp it up, right?
Nope.
Dude, because of the fucking, the
A bunko shitta like says. Didn't even get to the frozen section.
So here's
No
the
ice cream
deal,
sandwiches,
right?
that's a
So
fucked up.
she's fucking sitting there dying. All of a sudden, I stop playing video games, and I'm like, now it's panic. I'm like, holy fuck, I am really fucking high right now. And all of a sudden, I start sweating, but I'm freezing because I'm sitting underneath the fucking register. I'm freezing, but I'm sweating coming off me, and I'm looking at her like this, and she's looking at me, and she's doing that shit, and I'm just... And I'm looking at her, dude, and I am in a fucking panic. And I'm looking at my computer, my video game, and I'm like, I can't do this. So I shut it down, and I go and I sit on the couch next to her like this. And I'm watching this shit, and I'm not laughing at all. She's in tears. just dying.
Yeah.
It took me about 3 hours to actually like pull myself out of it. You did, dude. You did. I'm telling you.
Where did you get this fruit roll up?
Yeah.
Hold on, ready? Where did you get this fruit roll up? The hell?
I don't know.
The hell?
I got them though, and they're good.
Dude, they were ridiculous.
Yeah, but that's why I gave you one.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
when we would sell them, they were like $80 for a fucking.
Jeez, they deserve to be that strong. They were strong as fuck.
You
dude.
could probably get high like 10 times on that.
Maybe more.
Maybe more, depending on who you are. It's like those. You remember the little? Did I ever give you any of the
Chocolates?
The chocolates?
No. Hold on a second though. Here's the thing though, is you said, you said this. You go, just be careful.
Yeah.
You know, and somebody else was walking through the tattoo shop and said, "Yeah, man, fucking be careful." I was like, "Whoa, who the fuck is that?" You know what I mean? And like pop around the corner going, "No, man, I took like a quarter of one of them and I was fucking goofy for a long time." I gave one to somebody else and they called me up and said, "What the fuck did you give me?"
I told everybody, dude.
And I go, "Well, I told you only take half." He goes, "Dude, I ate the one and it tasted really good." And I was like, "Holy fuck, I took another one."
Oh my God.
Dude, he was losing his motherfucking
For like 12
mind.
fucking hours, easy on that. Yeah, that shit was some concentrate. And for some odd reason, they got stronger as
you
they
kept
sat.
them. Yeah, that's what you were saying.
So like somebody that we both know,
Yeah.
fucking went to like a Mayday thing,
Yeah.
and she had one, and she took like a quarter, gave a quarter away, and somebody ate a half or something like that.
Yeah.
And I get a phone call, dude. What was up with that? Like I'm looking at the fucking trees right now. I'm like, oh shit. Like my buddy thinks he's fired from work, and the other person's fucking tripping. Like I just went home and I was just like, I tried to warn everybody. Just like a quarter is like taking a quarter.
Yeah.
And it's just like 2 ounces of like a chocolate. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's the kind of shit that I like. Something you can hang on to, like the chocolates I have at home right now. Like you take another quarter, a half of a quarter, and it's like a full bar, but they're broken up into tens.
Yeah.
And you take one of those, dude, and it's dude. Like if you want a micro, if you want a micro, you like nibble a corner off,
And that's it.
Like, and then you start when you start to smile, you know it works.
Yeah.
But you don't unless you're ready for like a trip to the fucking zoo or something cool like that. Don't fucking take a whole cube.
You know what, man? I am a big fan of psychedelics. I have been for years and years and years. I've taken so much acid, when I was younger, and
Yeah,
me too.
I truly think that it changed my entire being of, you know what I mean?
It changes your
You cats knew, have known me for a long, long time, and I felt like doing that stuff it just switched me. It just did. I'm not as
being
aggressive.
an artist, like painter.
Yeah.
Well, the creativity.
I think that if I would have never have taken acid, or at least the amount that I did, I don't know that I would have been able. I don't think I would have been a better drawer than I. I say that it sounds egotistical, but I didn't mean it like that. I just more like I think that because of acid, it changed my way of looking at art and how I draw it. And
it changes your way of looking at everything. I mean, it's like a reset.
Music.
It's a reset switch.
Yeah.
If you fucking like if I find myself in a spot where I'm not supposed to be or anything.
Yeah.
It's like you have to make a conscious effort to micro or fucking move on bigger.
Right.
And it's almost like a reset because it puts things back in perspective in some ways. And that could just be my crutch or whatever you want to call it.
Right.
But I think, it's something that opens up parts of your brain that you don't get to use all the time.
Yeah.
So when you have those parts open, we're getting different chemicals in our body. We're getting different like receptors and everything cool.
Sure.
And I think it helps you kind of move past things or put things in perspective with certain things, and not just creativity or anything, but like life shit. You know what I mean?
It
Like
helps with anxiety. It helps with a lot of stuff.
but there are people out there where it's the exact fucking opposite, just like we. Like some people that relax the shit out of you. There's other people that fucking tweak out and fucking can't handle it. And it's such a natural thing. Like I think if we were, if it wasn't such an ostracized kind of thing and like so taboo, you imagine what it could be for everybody out there. I mean, if it was just a common thing, people eat mushrooms and drink mushroom coffee and tea and all that shit. That's not, and it makes them feel better, you know.
Yeah.
And you get the cordyceps in there and all that fun stuff, and it changes things on how.
Reishi and fucking
And people it's just like what weed was.
Turkey
People
tail and
people
fucking
refuse.
lion's mane's good.
People refuse to accept like natural things that help us.
Yeah.
And that's another we were talking about things earlier. That's another thing. People get mad when you learn how to heal yourself.
Yeah.
And how to take care of yourself in those ways. And this is something that's been.
So a friend of mine is a huge forager. He loves to go looking for mushrooms
it's
every
so
year.
much fun. Yeah.
He found a giant stash of chaga, right?
Oh, sweet.
And then he's like, I have no idea. I've heard it's really good, blah, 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 blah,
make
right? So he
tea,
starts
you
doing,
make ointment
he's looking it up. And then he does, so he guides people to find morels and all this other stuff for an Alzheimer's benefit thing. He's like one of the people that helps other groups of people find
That's killer, dude.
forages, right? So he runs into a lady who has ointments and fucking teas and jams and jellies of chaga, and he was telling her he made a big vat of like tea, and he gave us little jars of it, and he's like, dude, this stuff is amazing for immune system, like, and the doctor, his wife has breast cancer right now, and she's going through chemo, and he told the doctor about chaga, and he's like, do not give that to her. It will counteract the fucking the chemo.
It very well could.
Now, the doctor said that it will, and that she's not supposed to do it. But the lady who was like the professional chaga lady said, you put like this much in a fucking, and he's like, I put this much in a thing of tea. And dude, he gave me that, and I was drinking that mud water stuff.
Did you like that?
I loved it. It's absolutely amazing.
Is it pricey?
It's really good. Yeah, it's $40 a month.
That's not bad.
Well, if you think about, if you go through a lot of coffee, yeah,
So
It's
I did
nothing.
too, and I
And
actually was thinking about.
it's really good. It's well worth it. I mean, I feel like cognitive function has been.
Johanna gets like lion's mane and a couple different things that she
Yeah.
just puts in her teas.
Yeah.
And she was making that for me a couple times. She was fucking sick. Like I have more energy than with coffee, with the caffeine and everything.
Yep.
So I do know that, like, so I do pay attention to like Joe Rogan. He's
Yeah.
sorry, Joe Rogan's very,
I'm just not a fan of him. I never was.
no, but I do like, I like that.
So you suck. No, I'm just joking.
No. Well, I don't, but thanks. I like what he stands for with certain things, especially with like, because he'll talk about how he had the guy, and I watched a small documentary
Stamets?
about, yes, that the mushroom guy,
Paul Stamets,
and he
I think his name
talks
is.
about the certain mushrooms that have
Now-
cured cancers and
Now,
stuff.
did you see the part where he asked him about the fucking mushrooms that we eat every single day, and he's like, I refuse to talk about it because he's actually in a fucking battle right now because he's actually trying to make people realize that mushroom, I think it's fucking shiitake mushrooms or
Japan?
no, there's what's the other one that everybody eats? Portobellas. I think it was portobello mushrooms he was talking about, that there's like a soot on them and you have to cook it off.
A bunk of shit
or
alike
it'll
says.
give you cancer.
HR pun stuff.
Yes.
But the portobellos are made to be cooked. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, but people will slice them and put them in salads. You know what I mean? Like people will do that shit, and he refused to talk about it. So I looked it up, and it says that there's a carcinogen on that particular mushroom, and he said that because it's such a retail thing that they're trying to sue people who talk out of.
We were just talking about all that. I mean, that's big money always wins.
Yep.
But going back to talking about just like stuff this is the nice thing about that marijuana is legal is now this will help certain people. It'll help cancer patients and other people who have had issues.
You should roll that bag one more time.
Oh, you want me to? Go ahead.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Now people can possibly get the help that they need without getting in some
Demonized for it.
yeah, or the way that people look at this stuff and go, oh, this is terrible for you, and you're a degenerate or you're this. It's like, look, man, this marijuana is helping this person deal with the side effects of cancer.
Right.
If that's what helps, why are you telling them no? I mean, aren't we human beings? It's all humanity, isn't it?
Right.
But if you talk about that with just those things, like you think about just what we do pharmaceutical-wise.
Right.
The people who make these prices, the people who say which insurance companies can give you stuff and not,
Right.
don't even have any, they're not doctors.
Yeah.
They're not pharmacists. They're not psychopharmacologists. They're not any of those things. They just have a price that they set.
Right.
So, like right now, I'm waiting for a med.
Right.
My insurance hasn't okayed yet.
Right.
So I'm sitting on this thing, and I need it for what I have going on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
And what they do is they try and treat you with this other stuff before you give the shit that really works.
Right.
So by the time you get to a point where you need the thing that would have worked, it's almost too late. So cancer patients deal with this. Fucking
I know.
people with all these diseases deal with it because it's how insurance works. So insurance is one of the biggest fucking scams out there, and so is how things are with that.
Right.
So when you talk about something like we were talking about before, if it's natural, that helps your system. It boosts your immune system. It does all the immune system. It does all these things.
Immune system,
And they make it illegal. Second off, they won't help you with anything that has anything to do with it.
Right.
Because it's something that you could cultivate yourself.
Sure.
And that's been the whole problem since, I mean, you look at, what was it about? With just with weed, okay? DuPont Company, oil, textiles.
Yeah.
Those are the two biggest
Everything.
things. That's why they
Products.
made it.
Yeah.
That's why they made it such a the class
The
of drug that
the
it was.
decord. What is
Yeah.
it? The decord fucking machine.
Yeah. So you had all these things, and they just did it because farmers could cultivate it, and you could use it. You get all these different textiles. You get different oils, different uses for it.
Right.
You can eat it. You know what I mean? You could do all these things. And oh no, we can't have people doing this shit for themselves and selling it on their own. You know,
And they don't know how to market. They don't know how to tax it. They don't know how to.
because that's the biggest thing right now. That's why it's going to take a year before people can actually open up a dispensary or anything.
Right.
Because they don't know what to do
bet
with
you
the
I
people
bet you
they've
the
already pressed
market's-
charges on.
Right.
Like, how are we going to deal with those people?
Somebody I know just got pulled over not that long ago, and they fucking searched him, and then dude's like, "Yeah, I've got a little bit of marijuana in my car."
Yep.
He basically took it from him.
Yeah, they
and
throw it
just
away.
let him go.
Yep.
That was it.
But that was but you think about, I don't know about you guys, but when I was a kid, if they found like a quarter on us,
Yeah.
they'd throw it away in front of you and tell you to get the fuck out of the park.
Yeah, they would.
That was it. So you know what I
100%.
mean? And that was cool. But then it became this bad thing, like, you know what I mean? Where it's just like, oh, you're a thug. And then as we got older, we could look the way we wanted to look. And that made it worse because we were kind of fucking trash in certain ways. You know
Yeah, but
what I
they
mean?
kept this thing a Schedule II narcotic.
Yeah.
Narcotic. Yeah. With heroin and.
When's the
other-
last time somebody
Are you
got really
fucking
high and
kidding
ate his
me?
family? When's the last time somebody got really high and went like off marijuana and went inside of a mall and shot the fucker up?
So the big talk,
You know what I
like at our work, is well, how do you know if someone's high? And then if I made a joke,
pizza
and it's
in
true.
front of
No,
them
I
and
just
watch
said
the
check
shit
the
go on,
fingertips.
dude.
Are their fingertips orange? Why? Because that fucking Cheeto bag, that motherfucker was knuckles deep in it. So you know that fucker's higher than a kite.
Tell him a stupid joke and watch him go.
or actually, I said if they answer everything with "huh," he goes, "Well, they mostly do."
See, I found that people like when they're high and they know they're going to be on mark, they'd be like, "Well, actually, that's what you." Well, to be honest, well, actually,
Well.
that kind of shit. You'd be like,
Jesus.
"Dude, you're high as hell."
That's like fucking spot on.
But I mean, you think about it, and
See, what happened was
What happened was I was
minding my own, and next thing you know,
yeah.
it's just nice to know that that
melted
if-
all over the fucking mushroom with the duck was walking across the street with the microphone. I don't even know what the fuck you said. Oh, that's mushrooms. Never mind.
No, it's nice that we finally got off our, whatever.
But mushrooms are fun.
They are.
They really are.
They are.
When's the last time you had a mushroom?
What kind? The ones that make you
Just a mushroom.
This
not that
morning.
long ago. Yeah, not that long ago.
Last night?
Before work?
No. Last night I had some with my pizza.
Oh.
Oh, you mean like real mushrooms? You're talking about real mushrooms,
Mushroom
like
shaped dance.
funny.
Remember to get the girl the mushroom shaped in the forehead? Is this thing on? Mic check, mic check.
Mic check, yo.
She kept flashing her eyeballs at
You
me.
mean you're not that kind of girl? You got a penis? I'm canceled.
That's it.
Yep,
You're
it's
done.
over. I'm done.
No, they're
Canceled.
gonna be fucking picketing outside your fucking shit.
Shit.
Yeah,
I'll tattoo him.
yeah.
I'll tell him like infinity tattoos or arrow with the mountain scene in the background for free.
feather with the birds that.
Fly out of it. Skeet, skeet.
The fucking dandelion thing with
Yeah.
the fucking
birds.
hearts
Yeah.
and
Yeah. Mhm.
whatever the hell.
Your
it is.
angel numbers. We'll tattoo your angel numbers on
What
you.
the fuck is that a real thing?
It is.
Yeah.
It's a thing, dude.
Fuck out of here,
Yeah,
really?
dude. Oh yeah.
Oh goodness. Now, as a
heard
tattoo
that
artist,
somebody-
as a
Oh,
tattoo
shit.
artist who is steeped in old school style, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now,
Steeped.
does it seem to be? Is it been getting
There's
weirder?
this thing called ignorant style that's taking over, and sometimes you feel really bad for taking somebody's money to put a fucking scribble on them. I say that with the best intentions,
Yeah.
but I feel bad sometimes because people are going to get this when they're in their.
Now,
When
I
they-
heard
when
you.
they're
I
in their
heard you say.
21s
I
and
heard you say
22s.
something. I heard you say something that I thought was really fucking cool and very like deeply thought out. Like, okay, so when we were kids, it was kind of a rite of passage to get tattooed. Now, fucking grandmas have them, and fucking kids that are 15 have them, and all that other shit. But I heard you say something about cats coming in and wanting to get their faces tattooed and shit like that,
no,
their
need their
necks
money.
and hands and faces and all that shit. And you just not if they ain't already
If somebody
there.
has more tattoos than me and shit, I'll gladly do that. Or if they have their necks covered and shit already. But if you don't have fucking shit all over your arms, hands, legs, chest, and you want to jump right into your fucking face, I'm gonna be like, go somewhere else. I don't need your money. I don't need that bad juge.
Right.
Because for one, it's a job stopper. Even in our modern times where tattoos are more accepted,
Right.
People have no idea the stigma that comes with this shit.
Yeah.
And it's not even
We
as
do.
bad
We
as
do because
we came up at a time where we were criminals if we had it.
Yep.
And it wasn't even that bad for us. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I would get fucking red flagged at every fucking flight I would take. I'd get my balls touched, everything.
I like that
You
shit.
know? No reach around, no kiss on the lips, no playing with my hair. They just fucking just said that guy's got fucking sleeves.
Pull
Search
him
his
over.
balls. Search
Yeah,
his
yeah.
balls. Because
Yeah,
that's where the danger is.
That's where he keeps his drugs
That's
in
where
his
the danger is.
balls.
I'm very fucking.
What is this? What is this?
It's very spongy.
Concealed weapon.
Those mushrooms.
I'm
4
very
inches of
fucking
pink
scared
steel.
of. I'm threatened by your sexuality right now. I've got to
The
touch
4
you.
inches of
I
pink
would agree
steel.
with you. I watch some of these like videos with these new rappers and some of these new
Dude, people
dudes.
get put under.
I don't get it.
People
Dudes
get
with
put
full
under.
neck
These rich
tattoos.
motherfuckers get put under
get
so
their
they can get
faces
tattooed.
tattooed?
Yep.
To get sleeved and all that shit. They get put under anesthesia to get that shit. Dude, who can afford? Okay, they can, but who? Like, you want to talk about elitist bullshit? You ain't got the balls to get this shit when you're fucking
Who
sober.
though? Who does that?
Rappers, fucking rock
Really?
star motherfuckers,
Yeah.
all that shit. People who like Machine Gun Kelly.
I was just gonna
I don't
say
fucking
that.
know. Dude.
Did he do it?
Yeah, Post Malone. I think he's another one that.
No, he doesn't.
No, he doesn't?
No, he doesn't do that.
He doesn't get all goosey.
We don't. I don't like that guy, but whatever.
It sounded like you liked him.
No.
Sounded like you were sticking up for him.
I was telling the truth.
But I'll see it. Like you'll see no
Post.
tattoos. You know what I mean? Like, and then it's just full on neck tattoo,
Well, there's
or
the-
full on hand tattoo. And I look at that
Yeah,
and I'm
but
like,
that's like the Boston sleeves.
I
and
took
shit where it's just
40
from here
years
down
to get
on
my
people.
hands done. 40
Oh
years.
shit! Sorry, buddy. Anyhow, you ain't gotta call yourself out. But anyhow, there's shit like that. But then there's also like these sleeve in a week motherfuckers. There's these kids that are 21 years old and they're covered
Holy-
from
yeah,
balls
Like the
to fucking-
face, too, yeah,
like
that-
palms to fucking foot palm.
Dumb shit.
You know, like and covered. It's like, dude.
They're
you don't
island
even,
boys,
you
dude.
haven't even experienced
Post-it
island
note,
boy.
doodle on that thing.
You haven't
not your
even
face.
experienced life, dude. You might not even have, like, you might not even have had a threesome yet. You might not even have HPV. And you have a fucking
everyone
whole
did.
body covered in tattoos, and you haven't experienced life yet, dude. You've never seen Europe. You might have never seen Wisconsin. Damn. Think
You have
about
never
that. There are
coughed,
motherfuckers who don't
sneezed.
even own a car or
Dude, he
live
went- he
outside their
went from-
parents' house.
He went from Europe to Wisconsin.
I know.
That was
But
deep.
do you hear that?
Antwerp,
There are people who still live in their
A
parents'
bunko
basement.
shitta like says. Took me 1 day to get my script done.
Beautiful. But it's that's a rough deal, man. And it's as like somebody who's in and out of the business 27 years.
Yeah.
You see the changes that you see the changes that have come, and you look at the people getting it, and you're like, whatever. I always want to give people what they like and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And a happy customer is good
Yeah.
business.
Right.
But there's things you just are like, oh man.
What are things? What are,
Like I want to be original.
recently?
I want to be original.
Recently, what was one that sticks out?
You know what?
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can. You're not going to offend anybody.
I will tell you. I will tell you the
detail.
type of thing.
Okay.
The type of things are.
In your
I
shop.
just said it. Like
Okay.
you got like angel numbers,
Yeah.
names, stuff like that, and I don't mind that. But then those are things like that are tattoo shop stuff. You know what I mean? If you're a street shop, if you're not a custom shop, and your shit doesn't even look like a yoga studio, you're gonna have this shit all the time. People walk in and they want what they want. You know what I mean? So you like the infinity symbols, they don't really come around anymore.
Right.
Now it's just different like geometric stuff and
That's really popular right now.
there's a lot of
geometric
but,
stuff.
But like I said,
Statement tattoos.
what's really popular is the
suicide
shit
one.
that looks like it was done hand poked and just kind of sketched out, and they want it like with no rhyme or reason, just slap someplace. But they'll be really specific. Could you move it over just a millimeter? And like weird shit like that, like outlines of stuff, like smiley face, weird kind of shit like that.
Yeah.
We don't do any kind of peace symbols. We don't do anything like that.
Watercolor?
People used to get. Oh, yeah, you don't get as much watercolor as you used to.
That was
you
a
know what I
lot.
mean?
That
But
was a
I tell
huge
people,
thing,
but
too.
I also told people with watercolor, it's like it's not going to look good. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
like black
Blobs of color.
black ink is what forms everything, and you want to attach it like red outline shit, stuff like that.
Look at women's eyes,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Yeah, that's
So
true.
their eyes look very, very,
yeah.
I
Look
like
at anybody's eyes.
I like women who have the, you know what I mean.
You like women with eyes?
No, that they don't have to have a lot of eye
Not
makeup.
just
You know what I'm
Iris.
saying? But you see women nowadays, it's changed a bunch. You know, motherfuckers be doing them fucking
we're
crazy.
look at that. Look at the
Fucking
Mona Lisa.
upside down Nike swoosh.
Dude.
The Mona Lisa.
But but it's the perfect thing about a fucking tattoo is it outlines it, it makes it look, it stands out.
Yeah, dude. Like tell me who didn't like a fucking tell me who didn't like a goth girl when you were fucking young or old. That shit's fucking.
I still do.
Dope. Yeah, I'm saying.
It's
dope, dude.
They never like me,
Catholic
but I
priests.
love that shit. They never love me. I hate it. Ooh, you know, I'm married and shit, but they never love me.
Yeah.
I wasn't into
But
emo
that's
girls.
that's the thing. You know what I mean? And then honestly, with
Redhead
our shop,
girls.
like we have the get what you get stuff, and we get a lot of those. So you can go in, you can either roll the dice, the 100-sided die, the 30-sided die, or you go over to the Magic 8 Ball.
Now, what gave you the? There, it seems
That
like there's a
shit's been
lot
around
of.
for a long
I know
time.
that seems like
Yeah.
there's a lot of tattoo shops that have
cool,
started to
though.
do it in town, though. You know what I mean?
You notice that?
Yeah, yeah.
Did you notice that?
Yeah, yeah.
And we've had it for like
There's
we've had
there's
it for like
multiple.
4 years now.
There's multiple
Yeah.
tattoo shops. in
Three,
town
4
that do
years
that.
we've been doing it, and now it's just a thing, dude. It got popular, you know, because people and they do their own different things, and it's all good.
Yeah.
A
he
bunko
pays me
shit
now,
like
I'd stand-
says. I got some tribal tata on my gooch.
Is it a tribal scorpion?
He pays
It
me
looks-
to.
What tribe?
He
I
pays
got
me
the
to
same
stand in-
tribal on my junk that The Rock has on his arm.
Right. I got the same one that Tyson has on his face.
Yeah.
Just on the tip
Just
of my
on
shaft.
one of your nuts.
No, it's on the tip of my shaft. It looks. I call him Little Tyson. You know what I mean? Because it's like a little. You know.
Is like little, yeah. He's cross-eyed.
Little nub. Dude, I drove through St. Peter and I was fucking. I was thinking about
man,
old
I
girl,
just thought
dude.
about that. I look at her every day. She's in my. You see her right there. You know. Yeah, dude. Her and McDaniel's. I see the.
Just a
like,
trip,
McDonald's
dude.
shit.
Just a trip. You know, driving through there and just like, you know.
I think about her
maybe tea.
all the time.
Me too, man.
Yeah.
Me too. It's a trip.
She was fucking
Good
super
people, man.
solid. Like, you know, we all had our shit. She had her problems. We had our problems.
We all
you
do.
know?
It that kind of thing. I mean, I didn't know her well enough, but that kind of stuff. I've been thinking about that stuff lately. I think it's the older you get, the more it kind of sticks to you.
Now, let me
Your
ask
immortality
you that. Now,
kinda-
let me ask you that. Now, has that hit you guys? You're about to hit 50, right? I'm
Yeah.
51 this year.
I'm 50.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we're getting to that fucking age, man.
I know I'm in my back. I know I'm in my back nine.
Well, I mean,
Like-
you know, I'm not getting any smaller. You know what I'm saying? I'm not getting any younger. My body, dude, my body's fucking
Oh, it's
failing
breaking
on me,
down,
dude.
yeah, big
it's
time.
starting
Big
to
time.
real
You
bad,
guys,
man.
you guys know my shit.
My
like, what
knees
I've
and
been
ankle,
through,
yeah, man,
everything.
everything, dude. Dude, I did something to my shoulder, right? And it took me 4 weeks to
Do you think
recover
when
from
you
it.
go to bed and you wake up and you wonder what the fuck you did overnight to make your body do that shit to you?
Yeah,
Like, that's really what it comes down to, dude. Like, you go to tie your shoe and something says fuck you,
dude.
right?
I sat in a chair.
You're walking,
and the way I
and all
was
of a
sitting
sudden
in the
your
chair,
hip- Yeah, dude.
my back hurt.
You're walking, all of a sudden your hip is going, I might pop, I might not. Fuck you.
Yeah.
And you get that weird walk where you're like, oh, it's about
Mine's
to go.
the knee.
But
the
dude,
knee
you,
gives out
but
on
do
me
you,
on
you guys
stairs.
ever have those days where you're just like, damn, I feel fucking great? You take your vitamins, you got it, nothing. You have some sort of fucking.
There's mornings I wake up and I get out of bed and it's like you pop out of bed. You're like, oh,
That's what I'm
this
saying.
is the shit.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
My
And then
feet
like
kill me,
25
dude.
minutes later, after you've eaten something, you're like, motherfuck, what the happened? Or you sit for too long, or you sit wrong for too long, or you.
Is it
you know?
really all the preservatives and bullshit in our food?
I don't know, dude. I think we just, dude, look at all the fucked up shit, us particularly,
Yeah.
that we've done with our bodies. All the fights, all the dumb shit on bikes,
Drugs and
all the
fucking-
drugs, all, like for real, dude. All the drugs, like everything, dude. It's amazing.
Every drug,
It's
all the drugs
amazing,
at
and
the
I
same
tell this to
time.
people all the fucking time, and they'll never get it because they weren't there with us for half the shit we did.
Yeah.
How are we still fucking here?
You lived. If you think about it, I thought about this, dude. I feel like the shit we've done in our lives. I feel like I've lived 100 fucking years.
How much Scarface have you stuffed in your fucking face?
Fuck.
And like 3 days later, fucking hallucinating, driving home from a rock fest while everybody's trying to pass out in the back. Right?
Yeah.
Dude, I was like, I was
there.
like, yeah, there was Jesus right next to me. I'm like, what the fuck's going on? Why are you only going 40?
Dude, I was
don't
in
know.
the, I was
You
in
were
the back pacing.
Yes, you were
pacing
freaking
back
the
and
fuck
forth.
out.
Oh my god, what the fuck are we
Dude.
doing? Yeah, I remember that.
Remember the fucking pinky clit?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. That was amazing.
It was fun.
Amazing.
But, dude, fucking
Pinky clip.
Yeah,
Yeah,
dude.
that's hilarious.
playing fucking with the chicken dance at like fucking 2 a.m.
I would agree with you. I've already like tried to start figuring out what I'm gonna do. You know what I mean? Like it's like, okay, well, I'm already retired. I'm already figuring out where I'm going, what I'm gonna fucking do.
That's what our thing is. That's why we're moving. You know, we're not getting younger, so
Yeah.
I keep trying to get him to come.
These
I should get you to come
this
too.
winter shit is getting old, bro.
Dude, you can't go out in the winter. You can't enjoy life. You got to be stuck inside.
Dude.
It taxes you.
Yeah.
Like
You step out in the fucking winter, and the whole time, all I think is, if I fucking fall, I'm done.
Right?
I am fucked.
that's where you
I've
penguin
fa-
walk.
I've
You
fallen.
penguin walk everywhere.
I've fallen
Really?
and is laid there going, fuck,
You're like Glass Man, like
But what if
Samuel
what if I hit
Jackson
my head?
from-
What if I hit my head and
Yeah.
I'm fucking
No,
out?
I'm with you.
Fucked my
You know what I'm
ankle up.
saying?
I fell. I got back up. Fell like that fast again. It fucked up the same ankle.
I worry about things like, what if I shit my pants? I don't know. I don't keep extra
Depends.
underwear in my truck. I don't know. It depends.
It all depends.
Oh, that's good stuff. Good stuff.
No,
Good
but I
stuff.
mean,
Yeah.
you look at all that shit, the longevity. Like, the thing was too that, you know, when we talk about T for a minute, dude, there were people that just took advantage of her.
Yeah.
We know.
I agree.
But that was, you know, dude, that she was always she was always right there if you needed it.
Yeah.
She would have fucking got on her way to come up here. You know what I mean?
Well, dude, it's like years of like we party. I mean, you know, you lived with her. I
Yeah.
partied with her every other weekend. You know, I mean, partied with her. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? And for days, and then, you know, there was years where
my
we
boy,
didn't talk.
Boo.
That we didn't talk. You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
because that's what it
But
was.
she would reach out to me like, "Hey, man, I hear you're doing this or you're doing that. Can you help me out?" You know what I mean? Or like, "Hey, can I help you out?"
Yeah.
You know, and like stayed in touch
Always
with the
offered.
motherfucker. Always, dude.
Yep.
Even when she went through some hard shit.
She came up and stayed with us for a couple days and stuff and visited. You know, she had friends
Just a
in
trip,
town.
dude. Just
It
a
was a
trip.
weird thing, dude. It was just
Life's fleeting.
like
That fast.
And it was, dude. It was. The sad part is like we didn't know.
No.
You know what I mean? If we would have known, we probably would have said something or done something. You know. But that was one of those things where she was so good at like.
Hiding stuff.
I'm all right. I'm all right.
Yeah.
Everything's good.
Yeah.
I think she was, even at the end, she was like afraid to tell her own mom.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Her
That was
mom found her. You know.
so tough, man. So tough.
But
It,
that
it
when
just makes me think about, you know what I mean? Like, I'm super thankful for you guys. You know what I mean? That's why I enjoy I enjoy seeing you guys in general, you know, and fucking.
Agreed.
It's just,
Always.
it's such
Both of ya.
it's such a trip.
How
you
many
know?
other friends do you fucking just like in the middle of the day on a fucking Tuesday be like, "Hey man, I love you. Be good."
Not
Have a
Both
good
of
day."
you.
Like
Both of
seriously,
ya.
we all do that shit.
randomly.
I think besides you two,
There's a handful of
maybe
people.
3 or 4 other
Yeah,
people.
there's a handful of people, and there's solid motherfuckers out there. You know?
Gooch, Bob, Hizzy. That's really,
Yeah.
you know, a handful. Honestly,
How's Gooch been? We don't really touch
he's got a new
I know.
gal, and he's sobered himself up a little bit and fucking cut all of his shit off.
I gotta call him.
Stop
I want
smoking?
all of us to go
Still
up to the
ha-
cabin and what?
You
Yeah,
still
he
live
cut
in
a- he's just got
You
his
said
most-
stop smoking?
Yeah, he stopped smoking. Just got a little stash now.
Not smoking?
No, I don't know about that. I don't know. That was his thing, you know.
Yeah.
He's always been a weed smoker, you know.
That's what I was saying.
So I don't know, but I think he cut back quite a bit.
That's nothing wrong with that.
No, you know, the
Good for
whole the drinking stuff, man. You know, he was, you know, doing the golf course shit, so he'd be working in the summer all nonstop,
know,
and then
that's like-
and then the
yeah.
winter he'd just be
Like
partying.
3 months off.
Yeah. So it was like he just drinking. He said he got real sick of it. You know, he even had like the year before he had a friend who gave him work and kept him. You know, was doing drywall or some shit. You know,
Yeah, you do
for
get
him.
sick of that shit.
but he's good. You know, good people, man. You fucking, you know.
I mean, that's kind of what it is. I think as you get older, it's just you find those good people and you have a tendency to cling to them. I mean, I drive by my friend's gravesite almost every day.
Yeah.
And it sucks. And you think about it, and then I swear to God, I drive by it, I remember, and then I start thinking to myself how old I am, and then I think it's not. I don't think like, oh, it's it. I'm dead. I'm gonna die. I just think like this is the time where the decisions you make are the most important. You know, what you do with your life and how you not, I want to say end it, that's not what I mean by it, but how you live the rest of your life, I think this is the most important part of your life.
I think the shittiest part about this part of our life right now is that now we're smart enough and we've held the wisdom that we've, you know, all the bullshit that we've learned through this fucked up ride. And now we're here and we're like, man, I really want to do something good, or you want to pass it to your children, or you want to, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you want to make enough cake to just be comfortable. You know
Yep.
what I'm saying? And then I think about this a lot, like all that shit that you're like, man, I'm going to wait. Next week, I'm going to the gym. Next week, I'm going to go over here and say what's up. Next week, I'm going to call T and say what's up. And then, you know, that week don't come, or, you know, something happens. Like my mom fell in the fucking shower the other week, and, you know, she's like, hey, just so you know, I fell in the shower. I'm on my way to the hospital. I'm like, what the fuck happened? She's like, my phone was going off. I reached out and lost my balance and fucking she fell on her arm and fucking thought she broke her arm.
I got the phone call that from the Farmington coroners saying, we think your father has passed, and then you have to deal with that. That's the part. So I think of all that stuff, and for me, I say it's this conversation I had with my wife on a few things where it's like, look, man, either we do this now because it's not going to be there, or this person's not going to be there. So let's make the best of this. Right. We can go do this at another time.
Sure.
That place will always be there. But this is the time in our lives, too, where the time you spend with those people is the most important.
Right.
That's why when I picture people like Fred, who passed away, close friend, you think to yourself, that could have been me.
Yeah.
I mean, it was very simple of how he passed.
Right.
So you think to yourself, okay, so the things that I say to my friends and the people I love are very important. And how I say it and when I say it, too.
Right.
So I always make sure, I say to my kids or my wife, it's like, it's why I text you guys. Something may pop up in my head where I think of you, and then I'm like, love you.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Why? Because I need to do that.
Right.
Because it's for me, and I need to make sure that you know that I'm thinking about you and I give a shit about you. Yeah. I hope that the rest of my life I get that, because then at least I know that someone actually does give a shit.
Now you do that with your kids too?
Are you kidding me? Absolutely. And just something
randomly
text
my girls,
son or my daughter. Yep.
Out of the
Miss
blue.
you, love you, hope everything's good.
My youngest just like got all, why are you you've been doing this a lot lately? And I'm just like, you know what? Because I love you. I want you to know during some day at some particular point, like my daughter contacted me saying, I'm having a really hard day today. I don't think I'm going to be able to get through it. I need to come home. And I'm like, no, you don't. You know why? Because you're me. Mm-hmm. I'm you.
Yeah, you're not a quitter. You can do this.
You're strong. Yep. You're way stronger than you think you are. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Remember that day when you had this, and this going on, and you're still here, right?
Yep. Well, didn't die, did you?
You're tougher.
Remember yesterday?
Yeah.
Here you are.
It's definitely, the other part, too, of that is as we get older, the fact that we do have kids, that's the other part. I really love watching my kids.
Not me.
I know. Well, you do.
No, you love watching.
Kids?
You,
I like my dogs.
Yeah, but you know what, man? Madison calls you Uncle Jason,
and both Jamie my kids love you.
Jamie was saying that just the other day. She goes, I think it's the cutest thing ever. And I go, why? And she goes, because they have a bond together because he's tattooed her, and she's like, out of all, your friends, the ones that our kids call, you know what I mean? Like, that's Uncle Matt. This is, you know what I mean? That type of shit. It's one of those things where it means a ton to as a fucking parent.
And it's always treating them like human beings, not like a little kid or anything. They're their own person.
He does that. That's something that, I probably would never say to him too, but that's something that I definitely appreciate in a friend or a brother, where it's like, this motherfucker will ask about my kids, or he'll text my kids and be like, hey, how's it going? Whatever. My kids absolutely adore this dude. Mm. So that's the other part where you're like, so if you have people in your life that you love and care about who feel that same way, and I think that's probably why we all still get along, we all still talk, there's something about us that we like about each other.
Dude, I look across the table, right? I look across the table at you guys and I think about how many times I've gone through some shit. You know what I mean? Like, just mentally, I've seen
all of us.
I've seen
yes.
You guys have some hard times too. But this is the thing, is that, like, I can look at you guys and think about all the fucking silly shit that we've said in our times together where none of this was around. You know what I'm saying? Just some of the most outlandish, crazy, where we're fucking all three of us bent over laughing so hard because it's just, always a good joke. And it's always like a empowerment thing. You know what I'm saying? Like these cats are my strength. You know what I mean? Through so many different situations, man. I was talking about the night that you picked us up, me and Scott, and we were driving. Remember when we went through them fucking red lights? I mean, you probably don't remember.
I
you were
remember
fucked up, dude. Yep. And we were on like two wheels driving down in downtown. And he, he was going through some shit and, dude, whipping in this Jeep, dude, going crazy. And I was like, amazing. You fucking, he almost
got so mad at me.
Dude, he almost ran over this dude. They were walking through the crosswalk and he literally went in between these people at like 60 miles an hour, dude. Whoosh, through these people. And I was just going, dude, what the fuck
I'm
are
a
you
really
doing?
good driver.
And I'm screaming at him and he's going, just do it. Just fucking do it. He pulls over and he's just fucking do it. Stop talking about it. Just do it. And I just looked at him and I was so out of my mind at the time. You know what I mean? I'm on mushrooms. He shows up at the bar. We drink. I mean, it was chaos.
We were at a lot of things.
It was chaos. Well, at the end of the night,
Yeah.
we were on everything.
Yeah, we were.
I think there was like 3 or 4
We
different
were on
flips.
2 wheels going through the exchange in '94 and shit. Yeah, we were on 2 wheels going around.
Yeah.
Like in a Jeep, and I'm like, I got this.
But I was
I did.
tripping so hard.
But did you
dude.
die?
No, I
Did
didn't.
you die?
I didn't. But I remember this is the funny thing is I just had met Jamie at that time. And I was on the phone and I was crying because I was so mad at him.
Yeah.
I wanted to kill him. I was so mad at him.
You wanted to beat me up.
And it was the thing is the worst part about it is I just didn't want him to do something and hurt someone else. Like us three, I really didn't give a fuck if we got hurt. I was ready to die. You know what I'm saying? Like we all three of us were just going, you know? But it was like I didn't
Was
want
that
him
with Scott?
I didn't want him to lose. You know, and I think shortly after you did get in trouble for drinking and driving or something.
No,
like
that was way before
Well,
that.
no, it was way after that.
No.
Yeah, it was. Because you still had that Jeep. You got in
No.
trouble in that Jeep.
Oh yeah.
Yes, you did. Yes, you
But
did.
that was like because I got hit. I got hit on that, and I had 2 drinks at home, and went to the thing. Are you talking about the Triple Rock shit?
No, I don't remember.
Because there was a night where I got hit, and the cops waited there until I blew a .08. Because I was like sober, and I got T-boned on 26th and Nicollet.
Yeah.
And that was when they fucking gave me my shit. But the judge was like, you waited 2 hours
Yeah.
for him to get to this point.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, there was no detox. There was
I
no
just
any
was
of that shit.
freaking the fuck out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And dude, I'm old school as fuck. Like there was no like
Dude, we were
cerebral
at-
conversation.
Weren't we at
especially-
Chino Latino that night and stuff like that?
Dude, we were all over the
we were
fucking
all, dude, yeah, we
place,
were
dude.
we were on.
Dude, that was
Because
stupid.
we were doing fucking everything. You guys were. I didn't
I'm
know
just-
you guys were on mushrooms until we got to that party over by fucking in Oakdale or wherever it was.
Yeah, mushrooms. I know I did blow that night, and I know I did some speed that night too. I was fucking.
We did blow and speed
all over
together.
the place, dude.
That was amazing. I know it was scary for everybody because I heard about it from a bunch of people.
Well, here's the thing too. Is that my old lady had brought that up. You know, I just remember you calling me, and you kept saying that you loved me and that you were mad at your friend, and I was
Yeah.
like, that was Jason, and she's like, Jason Del Castillo? No way. You know what I mean? Like, I was like, yeah,
mad
he
at
almost
him.
killed us. He almost fucking killed us.
Dude,
And
I was going-
it wasn't even us that
Cocaine's
I
a-
was freaking out about.
Cocaine's a
That's-
motherfucker.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug. But you know what? I was going to some fucked up
I
shit that
remember
night.
I remember trying to just sober you up.
Yeah.
I remember giving you it and trying
It
to
worked,
sober you up.
but it also put me on
Not
the
till we got to the next spot though.
I was
when
hearing
we got out of the fucking
Dude,
when
I
we
was
got
hearing
out of the
Ace of
city.
Spades in my head the whole time. All I could hear was Ace of Spades, all right? You can't blame me. That's all that was happening in my head. So I'm like, that's all that was happening. You can't blame me, dude. Dude, you put a little bit of that sugar on my tongue, I go crazy. All right? It's the taste. When it hits your lips, you go fucking
devil's
buck
danger.
wild. I was buck wild, dude. Listen, dude. I took you to a place that transcends all reality. Dude, you were on two wheels on a highway in
So
a
you
Jeep.
you made me appreciate life. The
I
next
did.
Day.
And you were on two wheels going 60 in a Jeep on a highway, and we were for real on two wheels going on that corner. And guess what? Here you are.
Yep.
Okay.
Dude, when
But
it
did
when
you
it went
die?
down, when it went down, when
Dude,
the
that was
fucking-
almost some shaman shit. All
Now
right.
hold on a second. Now were we all together when we went to that fucking place that the koi pond place over on 26 over there?
Dude, that was my warehouse.
That's
now
CC?
now
That's
did
not
we
CC,
did you come with us? Were you with us when we drove in Dude's Bronco and got on two wheels?
no,
And he
I
was
wasn't
blacked
with you.
out drunk.
But dude, those are the times with the shootouts out there.
Dude,
the
that
shootouts
night.
were that was that night.
yeah.
I wasn't with you guys, but I was down there.
Dude.
Because that was when all the Vikings were down there, and we had some of the twins dudes down there, and all them whores were down
Yeah.
there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a Jeff spot.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Yeah, me and Tim and all those guys,
Yeah.
we used to hang out down there.
Yeah.
I look at it like this. I feel like, and not that I know the same thing, but military soldiers that are together with each other through some of the hard, stressful parts of their life
Yeah.
form bonds.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I would say that's kind of the same. I feel the same way about some of
Up
the
in these
stuff.
streets.
I mean, we did it ourselves,
Right.
You know, but I think if you think about it, I mean, that's kind of what it is. You've
That's-
gone through some shit.
And that's the thing. Like we could not see each other for like months, and when we do, it's just like, hey, what's
All
up?
love, man.
And that's like
Never
like
left.
the times I've seen Hizzy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like it's never a fucking like
Yep.
weird thing. It's always like, hey, what's up, brother? Hug, and
Yep.
it just you pick up. right where everything was. And that was when I was going through my shit. It's when I go over and stay at your house when you live with Carolyn and all them motherfuckers.
Yeah. See,
And,
here's the thing that I don't understand. How can some people like that for many years get it and some don't?
Because there's a lot of people who are self-righteous and think that they know more, and people who don't appreciate what they really have.
Yeah, but with with us three right here, in particular, you know what I'm saying? How is it that people don't understand that? Like, we're not going to turn on you. You know, it's like because of a business decision, people, you know what I'm saying.
I do know.
You know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, though, dude, and that was like, it was a thing where, to be honest, you and I and a couple other people brought that situation into the fold of everything that goes on.
Right.
So the bond there was a little different.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was almost kind of not like a tag-along kind of thing, but it was a thing where you're reaping what we
Other
dropped,
motherfuckers. Yeah,
what
yeah,
we
yeah,
dropped.
yeah.
And you're reaping what the people we dropped and shit. And you'd hear little things and you witness little things. And it would always, for me, it always made me kind of like, meh. You know what I mean? And people are never going to understand what we know about certain things.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's an unfortunate thing, but at the same time, I would rather know
Now,
what's really underneath the shiny veneer
Right.
than not. It's
Right.
just like when people are assholes.
why
and
does
you
it
get to
take
find
so
out-
long though? That's what
Well,
you know
the
what I
thing
mean?
is like you want to see the best in people, and we all did that. I did it. You did it.
Right.
There's a lot of people who still are doing it.
Right.
And that's cool because they need to find out their own way. My way and your way aren't the same way that person
Sure.
is. Because you weren't in the same situation that I was in for quite some time.
Well, you know, after many years of being bit in the ass over that, you know, like here's the thing is like if I brought somebody to Matt's house, right,
And they
they're
shit
with
in their
me.
fucking couch.
No, but they're
And they're
with
with
me.
you. You're responsible.
And if he came to me and said, dude, what the fuck did you bring this dude to my? I trust you and you trust this fool. Now I don't really trust
Well,
you.
how
no
long did
more.
you put
Yeah.
up with that shit for? I mean, really. And then how many people asked you? Because I had the same thing where like, dude, why do you even fuck with a person like that? Why do you do that? And it's because I see things in that motherfucker and I've witnessed things that made it different.
Right.
And you'll never see those things because they're not open to showing somebody outside of this thing.
It's perspective.
Yeah.
Yours.
Perspective is everything.
Yeah.
And that's everything. But at the same
Do
time,
we? Here's the thing, though.
we overlooked a lot of bullshit.
Our
we
guys,
shouldn't have.
our guys like us, do we have ability to project something that covers these motherfuckers under a blanket? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Well, no, we
I
don't.
trust you that much that I'm going to look past this other motherfucker's bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
Here's what it is.
I feel like
It's just
that
that good by proxy. It's just that good.
Yeah.
It's
But
like-
when
know what I
somebody doesn't show their true self until they're comfortable,
Yeah.
they're going to think that they're going to see what we saw in that person for real,
Right.
but they don't see the real thing because all that other, we saw that bullshit.
Yeah.
You know, we fucking had the fights, had the fucking squabs, all that kind of shit, right?
Yeah.
We saw people get used, people get fucking robbed, people, all that shit.
Right.
These motherfuckers don't ever see it because nobody gets that close to this person
Right.
or people like that.
Yeah.
And you lived in that situation. I was visiting that situation. I mean, we were all fucking super tight for
Right.
a good
Right.
hot minute. You know?
But I mean, there's a bunch of people out there. No, I'm not just, it's not just one scenario. I'm
No.
talking throughout the years that
Oh,
I've
yeah.
known you
Yep.
cats.
Yeah.
There are people I know for a fact that you were really, really tight with that all of a sudden, after a few years, you're just like, what happened there? You know what I mean? It's kind of like,
sometimes it's sometimes you got to remember that your life does change.
Yeah.
You get married, you have kids.
Yep.
Maybe, and I hate to say it, but maybe one of your friends doesn't care for your significant other.
Sure.
You know, that's happened in, in my case, so it's like, so I get it. There's differences and as people see differences as we get older.
Yeah.
Because like maybe it is the perspective, the information you've collected is different than that person.
sure.
So when you look at this, why is it that we all get along and why is it other people don't? Well, maybe the other people don't see the same thing that we see. Maybe
Yeah.
maybe we live our lives with rosy colored glasses and
You know
no
what?
one else does.
There's also an interesting thing that
We have a lot in common.
we have a lot in common, but we also discuss things with each other. We don't really ask a lot of each other if something needs. We kind of give it to each other, like hey man, come over, but chill
Yeah,
out,
yeah,
like
yeah,
stuff like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
There's
It's not
There's
forced.
not. There's not.
It's not forced.
I need you to come and hang out with me. I need you to do this. There's that kind of thing.
Hold
And-
this. Put this in
And
your
it's
mouth.
also a thing. It's also a weird thing where have you noticed where you fucking all of a sudden out of the blue, it's just like, how you doing? It's like not so good, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like we've all kind of been there for each other when we needed it too.
yeah.
And that's just how things work. You know what I mean? But we don't use each other.
Yeah.
That's a big fucking thing. There's a respect level that we care for. There's a love that we care for each other and stuff. Band, deep brother love.
I think we all
And-
want to live our lives with people who are honest with
Yeah,
us.
dude.
Right.
So we all kind of see the same.
There's like there's a handful of people I would trust with my life.
Right.
And you guys, I got 2 of them in the room with me. You know what I mean?
Right.
And that's a feeling where it's just like there's no worries. You know what I mean? Like if we're at a show, you watch my back, I'd watch your back.
Many times.
Yeah.
Many
You make
times.
me feel comfortable.
And it's just
not
like,
in a
you can
county jail
You
kind
can
of
be
way.
you can not in the drop the soap and hope for the rope kind of way. But there's all these there's these things where there's it's a confidence level. It's just a booster with everything you have as a friend. You know what I mean? So it's like I call you guys brothers.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah.
And that's because I don't have brothers, but I do.
Right.
And the family you make is a lot of times greater than the family that made you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I agree.
And we've been very fortunate to have a lot of fucking good people.
I feel we've seen so much just as a group. There's so many people that do connect with us. You know,
Think about the community too. I
the
mean,
levels though, the levels of it are so different than
like your old club,
Yeah, yeah.
all the stuff like that. You know what I mean? There's these
Yeah.
communities, and I've been brought into certain parts of that old shit. You know, with
yeah.
you and stuff. You know, Chris, I love fucking Chris. Dude,
Yeah,
his
yeah.
daughter's adorable.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know, fucking Carrie, like all the motherfuckers like that.
Yeah.
You know, Gooch, fucking.
Yeah,
doesn't
yeah.
love-
Yeah.
Who doesn't love Jeremy?
Yeah.
And
Good stuff.
You know what I mean?
Jeremy.
Jeremy. But you know what I mean? It's just like that kind of stuff. It's just super solid. And those are solid, real people. They don't expect anything from me. They don't want anything
Sorry.
from me.
He said Jeremy, and instantly I just was thinking, rest his head on a pillow made of cock meat again. Yeah, rest his head on a pillow made of cock meat again.
I remember again on the wall.
Sing holler, little buck.
And you know what? And maybe
Put off again.
maybe our friendship's like in for a penny, in for a pound. If you're gonna be in it, be in it.
Yeah.
So we're just in it. Why? Because that's
That's the whole thing, man. And you know what? There's nobody. And some people don't experience this with age and stuff like that. But man, I look at how my grandpa was and how the old heads and all those guys were, honestly. And the biggest thing I always noticed is, like, and it's sad to say this, but at those funerals, you see grown ass men fucking crying. Like my stepdad Joe, his dad Joe was fucking just this big fucking dude, and you felt good being around him, dude. And if you didn't like you knew it.
Right.
But he took me in. He fucking was there, dude. And he was one of those big old union dudes. Dude.
Yeah, yeah.
And he was just laid back and tell these stories, and you're like, fuck, dude. You know,
See,
same with
that-
my grandpa and shit. But that's how we are, dude. You look at all the people that loved these motherfuckers. And
Yeah.
inside of those families, because I was inside of both those families and shit, especially with my grandpa, it was always that fight with my grandma and shit. Like, you do everything for everybody, but you don't do anything for us. Like, blah, blah. You know what I mean? And I hear that, you know, and it's true.
I hear that too.
I hear
A
that.
lot.
Like, you're willing to do all this shit, but you don't do, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And there's a big truth to that, dude. And it was because of how I was raised seeing
Yeah.
it. And you had, like, Malin, you had all these fucking cats that were older,
Yep.
that were that ilk, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
that
yeah.
fucking cut that they don't make anymore, dude. And we're
Yeah.
some of the last dinosaurs that have that shit. Because we do that, dude.
I
and
found
that's why
myself
people,
gatekeeping. I gatekeep.
Oh, how can you
But
not?
here's the thing though.
How can you
Is
not?
like feeling wise. You know what I'm saying? Like the new guy comes to work. You know what I mean? You don't talk to the new guy the way you talk to the guys that have been around for a long time. You know, because you're feeling them out. You want to see what's up. Where this dude
that's,
is.
I don't
you
think
know?
that's gatekeeping, dude. If you're telling them that
I'm
they
just
can't
saying-
listen to the band you're listening to, then you know what I mean. That's I was there first. I got a
No.
shirt from before they were a band.
What I'm saying, it's just kind of
You
one of
know?
those things where I always feel like, you know, I'm always
Is there
from
anything-
those guys. I learned that.
But there's a reason you're
hazing
protecting what's
yeah.
there's a reason you're protecting what's sacred to you.
Sure.
And there's absolutely nothing wrong with that, dude.
Right.
Because honest to God, people can come into the fold all they want.
Yeah,
I don't need to show them the way.
yeah.
Nobody needs to show them the fucking way. Nobody
Right.
showed us the way in half the time. We were just like, I'm going to push my way in. I took my fucking licks. I fucking stood my ground, and here I am.
Yep.
You know what I mean? There's a difference now. There really is a difference now.
Yeah.
And also, you know, like when people talk shit about millenniums and Z's and all that kind of shit, dude, fuck all that, dude. They're fucking sponges. Talk to them.
Right.
Show them what's up.
Right.
Introduce them
Yeah.
to this shit so they know, like,
I've,
what's
I've,
up.
I've just recently had a couple experiences like that where
Okay.
where it was a young cat with his head on his shoulders. You know what I mean? And then kind of just showing him a few things and him picking it up like fucking, you know, fish the water. You know
And
what I'm saying? Just
that's a good thing, dude, because that's what those old timers did for us in a different way.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They accepted us for who they are. They watched us fuck up. They told us how to pick up, how to lift yourself up, how to dust off, and how to get back on.
Yeah.
And that's what a lot of that's missing now, and that's why a lot of things, dude. We're not. Yeah, shut up. But
What?
always,
Go, say it.
No, I was just gonna say it's the same shit that we dealt with as kids. We got fed shit from our parents that stood for something and stood for, had a standard. But I look at shit where I was like, I got force fed this standard and manners
you
and
threw eggs
shit.
at somebody's fucking house and flour and all that shit.
Well, yeah.
So you lied.
Yeah, we used to use it. But we used to do a bunch of other stupid shit. But I think of it when I look at these kids nowadays and I'm like, why did I spend all them years eating shit?
Right.
Them older people, and you get away with fucking everything.
Right.
They aren't getting away with it.
I know
They
they're
can't have.
not. I know
they
they're
can't do
not.
half
I'm
the
just
shit
saying.
we would have. They go to jail for the shit we did. Like, you know what I mean, dude?
They're also
There's
a
big
very,
difference.
a generation of
There's
people that
there's
are
a
still
whole-
trying to find
I
themselves.
know,
too,
but there's a
you
whole
know?
group of
So-
people like our people our age gave everybody, all these younger kids, their kids, this shit that we didn't have when we were growing up.
Right.
That our parents did a different way.
Right.
You know, and that's when technology changed everything, dude. So a lot of parents lost touch on how to talk to their kids, how to teach them how to talk, how to act, how to do all these things.
Right.
When we didn't have computers, cell phones, all this shit that we could detach with.
Right.
We had get in the fucking house and eat dinner. If you're not eating dinner, let's fuck off. Or you go to your friend's house, call us when you get there.
You ever been
shit
smacked
like
in the
that.
back of your
Dude,
thighs with a matchbox car track?
Oh yeah.
Dude, the wooden spoon.
Yeah, leaves marks.
I busted lots of those.
My kids have never felt that.
The
My
wooden
kids
spoon?
have
But
never.
that was your choice.
I never hit my kids. Never.
But now,
I
now
never had
also,
to, though.
Yeah, but now also, you break a law if you do that. So it's a different time.
No, but I've always admired your style of handling your kids though. You were stern with them and never mean. You were stern and real with them. And I always felt like that was fucking way better than what we got as kids.
He wanted
You know
them
what
to
I'm
see
saying?
how they fucked up. That was the thing. Remember when
You
guys
learn
came
from
over
it, yeah.
And you
Oh,
guys
yeah.
brought the kids over to clean the backyard.
Yeah.
He brought them over to my house to help clean. Yeah. And then they were like, "What's way upstairs?" It's like, you don't go upstairs.
You don't get
and
to
so
go up there.
and so fucking
Aiden-
Aiden went up there, and then he lied about like potato chips or something
Yeah.
weird. And I was like, "You little son of a bitch!" Like, I just told him, I'm like, "Look at you snaking around." I'm like, "That's a shame, dude," and just walked outside. And he was just like, "Go apologize." Like, nobody got yelled at, nobody anything. I was just like, "Man, that's kind of messed up.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
told
yeah.
you we didn't want you to do that."
Yeah, yeah.
And you went behind my back and talked to the wife. Did
Yeah,
she
yeah.
let you?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So he
Machiavelli
was-
says. The koi parties, what up JAS, it's Mariani, the good old days miss you and those damn
Matt.
times have changed.
Yes, they have, dude.
God damn,
Mariani,
Hell
dude.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's an old school name
That's
I haven't
old
heard in a
school.
long
I
time,
know,
dude. Holy
dude.
shit.
Yep. Respect the Rock Days, Universal, all that stuff. Yep.
Damn, dude.
Yeah, man. But you think about all those times, like all that crazy shit we got away with as kids.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And they don't do that anymore. And
Yeah.
we gave, like adults now give these kids a lot because they were lacking. And those are the things like I think that you find other people that are doing the same thing or missing the same thing. And that's how we made our families.
Yeah, I think so.
You know what I mean?
I
And
think
some
so.
people didn't do that. Some people just hung out with high school cats that never even told the truth to each other and
Yeah.
shit, you know? Some
Lots of
people,
motherfuckers
lots of
like that,
They
dude.
peaked there. And that's where they stayed in their heads and stuff like
No,
that.
they're still
man.
there. I know a handful of motherfuckers that I hung out with. that-
Machiavelli
that, you know,
says.
lied like a bunch of motherfuckers.
Miss you guys, respect the rock.
Yes, sir,
yeah.
buddy.
Welty was the shit, dude.
Yeah, dude,
Fucking-
for sure.
You should have him on.
Thanks for
here sometime.
joining us, brother.
Yeah, for
I would
real.
love to have Dave on, man. I haven't talked to him in years.
Yeah. I
So
think
it's
the
a
last
triple-
time I saw him was a show at
Triple Rock was the last
Mill
time
City.
I think it did.
We were at.
Oh, I think you're right.
Yeah, we were there.
Yep,
You were with me.
yep,
yeah,
yep,
we
yep.
saw him at a show there. That's really the last time I
Was
saw
that
him.
the creator? Was that?
No, it wasn't Creator. It was.
COC.
Yeah, it was COC.
COC.
Yep, that's right. Yep. God, that was a good show.
That was a great.
Pepper was
fucking
back
show.
in there and shit, fucking rocking it out, dude. Yeah, that was a
Rocking
shit,
it
dude.
out.
Yeah. Ooh, those are. Good
would've
times,
liked to
dude.
have
There were
seen
so
that
many
show.
good shows there. That was like
The
Skeleton.
fine line. The fine
Skeleton
line
Witch.
COC was better though.
Really?
Oh yeah. Fucking
Dude,
amazing.
fucking
What is it? Weed eater.
Graveyard
Graveyard.
at there with Earthless. That
was-
fucking. Dude, Graveyard. If you've never seen, do you listen to Graveyard at all?
No. Oh my god.
Dude, this
gotta
was,
listen.
this
Yeah,
was
dude.
really
Cadaver,
good.
Cadaver,
Yes.
and Graveyard.
Very
Dude.
good.
Two
Good
bands
shit.
for you to listen to.
Yeah.
Dude, they'll blow
heard
you.
Cadaver.
They'll blow. Graveyard will blow you out of the water, dude.
I like to get blown.
Yeah.
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 Just around.
Yeah,
What did-
graveyard.
Do you know what Cinderella said when she got to the ball?
What's that?
Anyhow,
That's beautiful. That's beautiful.
yeah, dude. Well, I love you guys. This
love
is why
you too,
I
man.
like having this
I
one.
love you too, dude.
Absolutely.
I absolutely love
We
you.
need to
I
have a
love
family
you.
trip. Yeah. Go to the
Yes, we
cabin.
do.
We'll do a show from the cabin.
I want to give a shout out to this one right here, please. Chicago Domination Festival 8, and they just announced that that they're actually, this is the last one for the Chicago Domination Fest. I believe the promoter moved here to Minneapolis for some business ventures. And they've got, you can see on this motherfucking flyer, there's a lot of stuff I can't read, but I know the stabbing is going to be there. Defeated Sanity, Mortician, Origin.
Pile of sticks.
Yeah, lots of Immortal Suffering, lots of sick bands.
Brow.
That's the Brower House, 1000 North Rollring Road, Lombard, Illinois. Thursday through
Pine Cone.
Saturday. Thursday through Saturday. Let me see here. July 20.
You like the band
something or other.
Thickets.
Yeah.
Thickets.
One of my next shows, Friday, August 11th at Skyway Theater, Studio B. Begravements CD release party with Visceral Reaction, Phase Meridian, and Volkswagen Saga. All age show, 6:30 doors, 7 p.m. start, $10 at the door. Go check it out. It's going to be fun. August 11th. Yeah.
It's fresh.
French.
What are you talking about?
I like the band Thickets.
Yep.
What band?
Thickets.
Thicket.
Whatever that.
It's a good name
I
for
like
a
that
band.
band. Whatever
I
that
see a
says.
car down there rolling
Yeah, they
around.
keep fucking creeping.
Do they?
Go down there and kick some motherfuckers.
Can you see it?
Yeah, I'm gonna karate him.
Can you see it?
I can see him, dude. They had the headlights.
Cobra Kai.
Wow, that's
Sweep
weird.
it. Sweep the
They
leg.
just parked.
They just parked right there?
Yeah,
They've been
parked
going
right
by
there.
like for like 25, 30 minutes.
Really?
Don't people? I see people dump stuff over here. by
Yeah,
the
you
train
did,
tracks.
dude. That stayed there for 2 months.
Somebody's trying to
No,
get
a month. A
Dude,
month.
if that car's driving like that,
I
they're
still
trying to get a
remember what it
smoothie
was.
down
It was
there.
like a tomato wire thing, like a fish basket, and there was something else, like a
Fish basket.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, it was
basket.
little,
Little
it was like
crayfish.
chicken wire.
Yeah.
You know,
fish
chicken wire.
basket.
Yeah, look.
Sounds like a chick I went to high school with.
Yeah, what's a fish
The old,
basket?
hey, who did you go out with last night? I went out with the old fish basket. Oh, man,
I
how'd
hung
you
out
hook
with
up with
socks.
Socks.
Remember
Sandals.
socks? Yeah, socks.
That's ridiculous. You guys are fucking awesome. Thanks everybody for joining us,
Thanks,
man.
guys.
I love you dudes, man. Thanks for
Yeah.
doing this with me, man.
Love you, man.
It's always a blast.
Always.
I got one more tune, and we'll be out of here. And it is one of the some Begravement. I'm playing some Begravement, so make sure you go to their CD release show. He's just fucking humming over there and shit. Don't forget to check out Lowbrow Saints Tattoo Collective, 612-353-4755. lowbrowsaints@gmail.com. If you're going to go to jail and you want to get out anytime, bail bonds, anytime, any bail, anytime, fucking Angela, give her a call, 612-987-0600. 612, want out, call collect. Get out 24 hours a day, statewide agents, again, anytime, bail bonds, any jail.
Get me out!
Fuck your couch.
Angela's the shit, by
Yeah,
the way.
she is.
I love Angela.
She's an awesome gal.
I do. I love her.
We're listening to Begravement, Death Obsessed. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
I loves you.
Loves you too.
We got to do this again,
Word.
and we will. Thank you, everybody who joined us this evening. And
We're gonna take some mushrooms, y'all, and get crazy, all right?
woo! Smoke all the free weed. I mean, the legal weed. What is it legal right now?
August
Not
1st.
till August, yeah.
Foist.
August.
August Foist.
That is
Freedom rock,
the
man.
real deal.
Turn it up.
Turn it up.
That Freedom Rock, man.
No, my brother, you got to get your own. All right, you guys have a good night. Thanks for joining us. Peace out.
Machiavelli said.
You're longing to